Hey, we are live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday, where the topics can vary from anything to funny to not funny to whatever. So get your coffee, got mine, sit back and enjoy the show. There's a whole lot of things that we can all talk about. I like involving the chat. What do y'all want to talk about? Hey, we'll talk about anything and everything. Today, I'm not doing much today, but tomorrow I got to go to Sykeston, Missouri. And then after I get done doing what I got to do up there, I am going to go crappie fishing. Not crappie fishing, trout fishing. I'm gonna see if the trout's gonna bite. See if there's any more in there. I mean, it's close to the end of February. I'm not sure that people up there just snatched them all out. But we're gonna try to see if we can catch one or two. Hopefully. Hey, Wolf Den, what's up, Rick? Morning. uh, I got my other big string V I had on my desk. I think it was like a 25 inch, something like that. I don't remember what it was. It was a pretty good size one. It went out, and so I had my tripod, little tripod stick thing that you just suction to the windshield. I had it screwed to the back of that TV. And it's been like that ever since. I mean, I looked in there and there was a big open gap up across there. So I said, screw going and we hit nothing. Fine. And it didn't. But the TV eventually went out. It was old TV. And I just had to look and I've got another one 30 inch. I think it's a 30 inch. I got it on my desk over here, sitting right behind. So I got my little tripod thing. I hold my phone screwed to a cardboard box holding my phone up. So if it falls over, it falls over. I'm gonna try not to let it fall over, but what crap happens, it happens, boy. I tell you what. So good morning, everybody. But today I don't have much plans today. I think that today I'm just gonna chill out. I've got to take the air conditioner out of the living room. Uh, it blows ice cold air. It probably needs a little work done to it, but I'm getting rid of it. I got another one to replace it. I got to put that one in and get ready because it's eventually it's gonna get warmed up, so I need to get them changed out. Today's supposed to be in the 60s, I think, and tomorrow's supposed to be like 60 or something like that. And supposed to be pretty decent tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. So after I got a bit sized at 9:30 in the morning, and and I don't know how long that's going to take. But when I get out, I am going to go live trap fishing. This time we can use whatever we want to use. We can use. I got these little white rubber balls. I even found some white curly jigs, big fats with the ripples on them, and I took cut them in chunks, make them like white balls. I'm gonna try them because they're see what they do. I've got tons of them, which means I don't have to get any more. Then I'm also gonna try. I'm gonna try some dough bait to see what that does. I mean, we'll just have to see. But we can use that stuff now. Uh, been a while. Ain't nobody been live in the mornings. Everybody's gotten to where they're like, ain't nobody going live. I'm sleeping in. You know. Well, a few people know that my uh, I got to replace the lines on my transmission on the old fishing van, and so I ordered two new ones. They come in a pack with two of them because you got to replace both of them. Replace one. Pretty simple to change out. And well, I ordered them, and when I ordered, they sent me the wrong ones. So I went back. Hey, dog, and I wanted to catch 2.0. Uh, so I ordered them. Like I said, they sent me the wrong one. So I said, maybe I ordered wrong. Well, when I pulled it up, it was the same part number as the one they sent me. So they sent me the part number that I ordered. But what the thing was that the picture showed the lines that I actually needed. And my old van's got a 3.3 in it, and they sent me the lines for the 3.8. So I got to return those, and tomorrow I'm going to order two new ones. And when they get in, I got to put them on because that thing is pouring transmission fluid out of it. But it don't do it till after it gets warmed up and gets hot. But I couldn't believe it had the same pictures the picture that was on that order number was the ones I needed for my van. And then they sent me these here. I knew something when they sent it in that real long box. I said, "Whoa, wait a minute now. These ain't probably like 20 inches long. These are like 24." Morning, Jody. A roastic. Jody, to answer your question, am I feeling better? No, I'm still kind of sick, but as far as the other, my my knee and my back, like I said, tomorrow I go for an MRI on my lower back because it has affected my knee so bad that my knee's in severe pain. I mean, I let it go for way too long, and it's just got worse, worse, worse. So they're going to run an MRI on my lower spine tomorrow and see what's causing that. I'm hoping it's just a bulging disc and they can do something that's simple. Yeah, that's not too good for your fishing holes. 1 drop of oil contains 1 gallon of water, contaminates 1 gallon of water. Yeah, I, I ain't been fishing. I have not been fishing. As a matter of fact, I haven't even been leaving town in my van. I pick the kids up and I take them to school and I come right back. And that's enough time to where it's not, wool's not warming up enough to make it pressurized where it blows it out. Because when the line goes in the core and it comes around and the rubber hose goes up in, they got that crimp on it. It's leaking right there at that rubber crimp. And when it gets hot, it expands. When it does, it starts leaking. Hey, there's Honey and stuff. What's going on, buddy? Good morning. But they're gonna check it out, and when I get done with that, I'm going to go see if I can catch some trout. That's about the only thing. At least I'll be there. I'll be on a asphalt parking lot. Hey, Denise. Good morning. So we're going to be there trying to catch some trout. I love catching some trout. The little boogers can fight now. Uh, Dog and I said my truck has a bad diesel fuel leak. I was driving it until it stopped having power to go up hills. Ooh, where was the leak at? You get it fixed? Oh, you got it fixed. Mine ain't losing power. I mean, I went and bought it. Can you believe I went and bought a couple of quarts, 2 quarts? Hey, some of y'all don't know what a couple is, and today's generation don't know what a couple means. I went and bought 2 quarts of transmission fluid, 20 something bucks, $10 a quart. Golly, man. Yeah, it's warm right now. I mean, as warm as for February. I mean, it's supposed to be in the 60s today, and I think tomorrow. I think we're supposed to chance of rain today or something like that. Bamboos in parked into front of my neighbor's hose. Bamboos in park into front of my neighbor's house, and he keeps giving me the stink eye. Well, I don't know who Bamboos is, and in park. I got the hose, which meant his. From a hose, which meant house. But hey, there's yakking in. Look at there. Good morning. Yakking with damn dogs. That must be Derek. Good morning. Hey, there's my buddy Half Century. Good morning, Half Cent. You got your copy? But yeah, I couldn't believe it. So now I've got to send them back and reorder my new ones Friday. So I figured tomorrow when I get done with that MRI trash bag. What do you mean trash bag? I thought I had typed bad. Oh, you thought you typed bad? He got excited and started putting something in. Retype what you put in there. So let me reread it. uh, yeah, so when I get done with my MRI tomorrow, uh, I call Yak and trash bag. Okay, gotcha. Uh, yeah, so when I get done with that tomorrow, I'm going to go trout fishing. Unless they claim it's an emergency and it's got my nerve pushed to the point to breakage or something. Other than that, I have plans of going trout fishing tomorrow, and that'll probably be the fishing trip I'll take for now until I get, because I'm already going to be up there. I'm going to be right. I mean, it's actually where I was fishing in that pond. I can hear when the ambulance leaves the hospital right there. So, I mean, it's just like 2 blocks over. So, I'm going to go do that while I'm there. I might as well. I would take 2 rods up there because now I can use 2 rods at the same time, I think. And I ought to put my cat claws rod holders out and put them rods in there and let them sit out there and watch them bend over. But I think I'm just gonna take one and just fish. Hefty, hefty, hefty. I'm trash bad because I work for Hefty. Oh, gotcha. Now I gotcha. Hey, there's Scotty. Good morning, Mr. Scotty. I'm glad I'm first in your chat. Really? Jeffy, Jody said hefty, hefty, hefty. I've not fished all this whole winter. Kind of sad. I've been fishing a couple times just for trout and crappie. The catfishing is kind of down at the moment, and so why bother with it? It'll pick up here pretty soon because they'll be trying to. When the waters get a little warmer, they'll be fattening up because them all them fish will be going up to them banks to spawn, and then catfish will be trolling. So sitting home looking at fishy stuff online leads to buying stuff. Yeah, me when I look it up, it's wishful dreaming, wishful thinking. I need that, that, and that, but I can't get it right now. You would have to be crazy to fish in the winter. No, 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 Scotty. No, you wouldn't have to be crazy to fish in the winter. You'd have to be crazy to fish in the rain during the winter. You'd have to be crazy to fish in extremely high winds in the winter. Uh, I have seen people. I fished in the snow when it was snowing in the winter, but the winds weren't blowing. It was just snow. Morning, Uncle Luke. Well, somebody's turned her alarm clock off. I don't have to take the kids to school today because they are out today because Casey and Bristol has got to go to the orthodontist and get their braces adjusted. Scotty said, I know, Scotty, you would never do anything. No, Scotty don't do stuff like that. No, no, no. Did I say morning, Uncle Lou? Morning. I sent the link to Curtis. I figured he'd come up, but I think pull a buggy. They don't like me no more. This winter also can just throw the keepers in and pack the pack snow. Yeah, what you gonna keep if there's good snow? You know what to keep them cold. Hey, look at there, half cent for set. Morning, Uncle Lou. Everybody knows I got J Dog with kindness of heart. He give me his old Uncle Lou rods. I am fixing to get ready to restore them. As soon as we get like constant, like at least 4, maybe 5 days of good warm weather, but there's no high humidity at this time of the year because humidity at this time of the year means extremely a lot of moisture, and you don't want to paint when you're doing all that. And I dang sure ain't painting in my house. So we get that. I'm gonna do a video footage on that of before, during, and the end product. So y'all gonna stay tuned for that. FFA, I'm a girl. You know I'm crazy anyway. You're supposed to say I'm a lady. Hey, y'all don't pay attention to Jody. She's got a pontoon with an enclosure now. She can get out of that stuff. Only go out there when the pole does this. Or she's got to rebait. Or reel them in to move to another spot. Little Jody. Hello. Scotty, you working today? I imagine you're working today. It's Thursday. Or tonight. Scotty pulls a lot of doubles. I used to do that a lot of doubles when people wanted off. I said, hey, yeah, you want off? Hey, tell me you want off. I'll take your spot. I'll work mine, then I'll work over and work your 8 hours. Guy said, I'm working now. Cool. Yeah. So Friday, I got to order my transmission lines. When they come in, I catch good warm days. If my back's permitting, I'll put them on. If not, I'll have to take them to my mechanic guy and let him put them on. I told him, I asked him what he charged. He didn't give me an answer. And I showed him, I said, hey, they're pretty simple to get to, real easy, nothing major about it. Just pull out 4 pins and push them in, put the 4 pin back. Done. So I might do it myself. I told him it'd take longer to take the 9 bolts out of the cross member to get to the top two than it would be anything. After you spray them, let them sit for at least 12 hours to flash off. You mean after each coat of paint? Uncle Lou knows. That's where I ask him questions. He gives me the answers. He knows. So go to a professional that knows. That's what I would say. Confession. I haven't even used. Oh, you ain't left the enclosure down yet? Hey, Kugana. Aloha. How are you doing? Hey, there's my buddy Down East Tackle. What's going on? Got a surprise coming up. It'll probably be here next week. And we'll be doing a mail call video for Down East Tackle. Y'all want to make sure you watch that then. Gonna be a good one. He got some new stuff out, and they look pretty daggone good from what I've seen. Can't wait to get it up, my hands on them, and look at them real good. Of course, everybody knows I like the high-low rig that he makes anyway. I've had a lot of success with them. Not each coat, between each coat, I'd wait 10, 15 minutes. So for the flash part, you mean the clear? I'm about 2 inches too short to reach it good. Well, get you a step stool. Take it somewhere and have cut 2 inches off the bottom, lower it down for you. Pecan Grover said he's new here. Pecan Grover. Okay, I got you now. What are we talking about? Anything and everything, as long as it's not perverted and political. Yes, before you clear. Okay, so after I get done painting it, let it set for that long. Okay, gotcha. Won't be in no hurry then. You just saying hi to the friends? I appreciate you. Thank you. You're welcome anytime, Eric. One of these days I'll pronounce your name right. Rest of that box is 24 by 6 by 6 and hefty. I can't wait to see what's all in it. Maybe I just wear heels. That's Hey, they do make shoes that's got they call platform shoes. You can put them on while you go out there, and then you can put your clothes down and take them off and put your other shoes back on, which more comfortable. And then you get ready to take it back down. You can just put your platform shoes back on and take it down. There you go. So we can't talk about Slick Willie. No, no, but no, it's just a morning talk show. We come in here, shoot the breeze, usually get people to come up and just have a good time. Just there's a lot of good people in here. Yeah, Jody, platform shoes. That's the way to go. I know you can get them because I worked with a guy. He had one leg that was 3 inches shorter than the other, so had he ordered him shoes. He had one that was a platform shoe that had a 3 inch sole on it, and it leveled him out. But his leg that he had that shoe on right there was bigger than the other leg because that shoe was heavier, so he was more built. Wet Willie, yes, he is political and perverted. Oh, I got you. You talking about? Yeah, well, Slick Willie, love them cigars. Uh, I tell you what, it's gonna be a glorious day. I ain't gonna be doing much today. I tell you that. when I get the van loaded up, because I do got to go take that MRI, and I have to take it. I don't want to, but I got no choice. Then tomorrow, when I get out of there, I don't know what time I'm gonna get out, but I'm gonna do some trout fishing. I'll be live, so y'all want to make sure you watch for that because there's not supposed to be a whole lot of wind. And quite frankly, I need to go fishing. I haven't been fishing since I was up there. Met my son up there, and I was shooting video footage up there. Thank you. I was live. I was live catching crappie. He went back this weekend. He caught several this weekend. Whoa, proud of you there. But trouser trout. That's what J Dog calls it, ain't it? Trouser trout. I went fishing that one time here about a year ago, maybe a couple years ago or something like that. I got a video on it, and that the thumbnail has a trouser and a trouser trout. And I did made that because what J Dog says all the time, trout or trout. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy year for me this year. I'm telling you, it's gonna be busy this year. I got a crap ton to do here, and I'm hoping I don't have to have back surgery. If I do, it'll be my third one, and there's that Curtis hard at work already. Where's he at? I sent him the link to come up here, shoot the breeze. I know he's up. I told him good morning this morning. He responded back. All right, here we go. Thursday morning, we got the Magic 8 Ball. Y'all got any questions you want to ask it? Because will my MRI turn out all right? What the hell's that say? Outlook good. What app century? Curtis is in here. Did Curtis pop up in here? Let's see if Curtis popped up in here. Okay, won't even let me scroll back on the thing. I sent him a deal this morning. Lou, I sent it to you too. I thought it was funny. Will Mr. Rustic do anything today? Will Mr. Rustic do anything today? What's it say? It is decidedly so. Half Century said, will Rustic skunk tomorrow? Hey, Nubby, good morning. What does that say? I got to get my old Dollar Tree specs here. Without a doubt. Hang Half Century, you got your answer. Jody said, it says no. It's about what it said there, Scotty. Will I catch a fish this weekend? Will Jody catch a fish this weekend? Let's see here. Without a doubt. Jody gonna catch fish this weekend. And mine says without a doubt. Yeah, Jody, you fishing this weekend? You gonna go live, give me something to watch? Nubby, 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 nubby. Oh, I forgot to tell you I made peach cobbler and it was good. Ooh, that's good, Jody. Yeah, without a doubt. And she's in there talking to him. No, he has not. What? No. I got to go get me some more coffee. Y'all hold on a second. All right. There we go. All of it was 8. Jody will catch a few fish this weekend. If anybody catches anything, Jody will. Scotty won't. I probably won't. I like peach cobbler. I have to go live. I've dropped below 4K watch hours. That means you haven't got your watch hours yet. You never drop below them. Watch hours don't drop once you get them. Ooh, look at there. This guy's cool. I plan on fishing Friday night and sleep on the pontoon for the morning bite. There's a morning bite, then why go out Friday night? Just get out early morning and go fish a morning bite. You gonna stay live the whole time you out there? Then you cool, Rusty. And then see, Scotty's like me. He goes fishing, not catching, but he goes fishing. Hey, Gavin, what's going on? Good morning. Uh, we love fish, or we all wouldn't be here, in here. And I just wish people would start. Not all people, There's. I just wish people would start showing more appreciation for the fish. Like if you've seen the video that I dropped my son, I caught that bass. A lot of people call them ditch pickles. They have no respect for them. They use them for bait, whatever. They can do what they want with them if it's allowed in their state. But it's still a fish. It's a living, breathing thing. Show more respect. He would start just chunking. I said, dude, no. Show the. I'm a firm believer that a lot of people are fishing on YouTube, and I have 28K, and I hadn't been going live in the last year, and it's dropped below 4K this weekend. Got to get that late night, early morning bite. Have you been, Jody? Uh, I'm a firm believer that everybody that fishes on YouTube should show the fish as much respect as they should. Uh, if you're going to release it back, don't just toss it. Any fish, don't just toss them back in there. If you're going to put it back in the water, show the fish some respect because you're trying to do something on YouTube that involves fish. And if that fish was quit biting, you'd be nobody. I mean, that's just plain and simple. I mean, if you're not, uh, if there was no fish, you wouldn't be here doing this. You'd be doing something else. So please take care of the fish. Put them back in the water and take proper care of them. Now, like Pecan Grover said, I really like some fish marinated cooked in some garlic butter. Yeah, trout come to mind doing that. Yep, I love to eat fish. I mean, if you keep them, you want to eat them. Hey, I keep them some, and I eat some. Uh, Jody said I haven't been hardly in any dog and I. Last time I went, I couldn't get any. I couldn't get my boat off the trailer due to the water being low. Whoa. Yeah, I don't believe in just taking the fish, no matter how small and big they are, and or what they are, and you just chunk them back in the water out there, flip them in the air, and they hit the water. That's not how that fish came to you. Uh, you're either trying to make a living off YouTube fishing on YouTube, or you're just having fun on YouTube catching fish. Show the fish some respect. I mean, it is an animal after all, you know. I mean, how would you like if somebody grabbed you by the nape of the neck and just chunked you over about 30, 40 feet? I mean, you wouldn't like it. Yeah, me either. I'm going to make it up soon and be back on the water. Yeah, here when it gets good and warm stuff, I'm going to be doing some catfishing. It's time to get back in and get some of that good old catfishing in. I bought a new sonar. I didn't need it. I didn't need anticipation of getting back on water. I didn't need in anticipation to get back on water. He said, "What you buy?" Just curious. What you buy? What you buy? Yeah, if you let that fish. I mean, I've got lives where I've caught carp, and that's common carp. And I was a boat ramp, and I'd wade out in the water and let them fish go. Uh, there's times that you can't get attached to the water because it's so muddy you would sink, and you just have to, or it's a huge drop off. You've got to just do that and put them back in the water. But don't do that or flip them like that. I can't stand that. But I guess it's about like if you catch it, you can do what you want to with it. I mean, you caught it, but the Eagle Eye 9 with a forward facing sonar. So maybe I'll be able to catch some bait now. Ooh, Lou, you know anything about that one? I What are you going to do? Scour the water, forward facing sonar beam, it comes back to you. Oh, turn, 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 turn. Oh, there he is. There he is. Catch right to him. He's right there. He's right there. I've always struggled with the cast netting bait. Oh, yeah. The best water I've ever seen for bait is J Dog's got this one place he goes to. And man, I've been in a boat, seen it on the radar, sonar, and man, that place is loaded. I'm like, golly, I wish we had that problem here. Of course, he don't have the catfish in there he used to be to polish them out either. Is I've built some bullies before. Have you? Do you caught fish? Is that a Lawrence? I've got a short out releasing a catfish. Y'all give it a view. I sure will, Nubby. When did you release that? Here a while back or something? He said, yeah, they aren't bad. See, I need to know them things about them sonars because when I get me a pontoon, I've got one here that I use strictly for crappie. It's nothing fancy. Uh, I think it's a Lawrence or a bird. I think it's a hummingbird, but it's just a little black and white screen. Got a line that shows where the fish is at. I don't have no temperature on it. I just need to know what the contour of the bottom looks like and the depth. That for crappie fishing, that's what I need. Now I do plan on buying a nicer one so I can search. You know what I mean? Get a more in-depth view on it before I'm catfishing. Yeah, Jody, it's live scope, all the one in transducer does second down scale and 2D down scale and live scope. Jody said, well, I want one. Man, that no live scope take the fun out of searching. I think live scope takes the fun out of it. I just don't like hummingbirds. I'm considering now $100 off, an additional $100 off to use the Bell's credit card. Whoa. More Ernie. It's definitely not like live scope, but at the price point, it's good. I think you commented on the other day, Rusty. I probably did. I probably still need to go back and watch it again. I've slept since then. Hey, Leon, what's going on, Leon? Good morning or good afternoon to you almost. It's your brunch time. It's brunch over where Leon's at. So I'm still going back and look in. I mean, I admit there's times that you cannot release the fish like you should. And But when they're just standing there showing you fish, and then they just throw it back in the water, and it's all spinning and flipping and stuff. Damn, Jody, what's wrong with hummingbird? I thought the same thing about Sonar, taking the fun out of it, cheating, and it cheating, but I still couldn't catch no fish with it. Well, maybe that'll change your luck there, Curtis. Jody, what's wrong with hummingbird? It was shredded wheat, jello, and cream corn. I'm poor. I can't afford a new Sonar. I have to learn the one I got. Uncle Luke, what makes sit not like live scope? I figured it was cheap and too good to be true. He's got to admit what makes it not like. Uh, Sometimes I get confused trying to figure out what somebody's saying. For carp, yeah, pecan grover. I fish for carp a lot. I like fishing for them. They put up one heck of a fight, man. And you have really got to finesse that fish. And he's pulling with all he has to his body. And dead run pull. And you got to really finesse this fish, or you'll pull the hook out of their tender mouth. You pull the hook through it, and you get and so you got to finesse them if you're gonna get them in. You got to have that feel, and I just love, man. They just was when they hit, they make no bones about it. Once they hit and they take off, boom, it is on. Uncle Lou, I just don't seem to be able to operate one good. I don't know what happened. My phone just went bleep beep. Hope I'm back. There's no way I would want a live scope of any kind. I've seen the damage of what it can do to big fish population, no matter bass, crappie, or catfish. Yeah, I got there's uh a lot of people up here what Pell they going up here in the wintertime using live scope, and they're posting picture on a couple what Pell sites up there. One of them's mine that I started a long time ago, and I'm not affiliated with it no more, but I still get notifications about it. They're showing all these big slabs and they're pulling out of there. And what they're not telling people is that they're using a live scope to check every brush pile under the water. Hey, Ronnie, good morning. Lou said, dog, with the 100% off and the Monday savings, you bought a forward facing unit cheaper than you can buy a Garmin 92 SV with side image. When you're line your boilies, you let that hook hang out a little. That way they suck it in. I don't use boilies. I mean, I've never tried them. I've never used them. I don't know how to make them. I make a killer pack bait and I pack it around. Find one here. I use these little spring type. This here, I put my pack bait around that. I got my hook out here, maybe about that long from it, and I put corn on it. And that's what I use. And I put an egg sinker in front of that spring where to slide up and down. Because when I throw it out there, I don't want the water moving it away from where it landed. I want it to go down and sit in that one spot and let the water take the smell of the bait out. Because I don't want to be over here and all the bait's laying over here and my hook's rolled over here out of the way. So I use an egg sinker it gets me out there further and it pulls it straight down where it sits right there. That's what I have, the Garmin 93 SV. Jody, you got to mess with that more to learn it. Watch a lot of YouTube videos on how people read them things, and you'll learn. But you've got to mess with it more. Me, I don't care for all that fancy stuff. I just want to be able to know how deep I am, so I don't run shallow, and what the actual contour of the bottom looks like. I don't. Other than that, my main concern is make sure I stay in enough water that I don't bottom out my boat. But down imaging and side imaging is pretty daggum good because you can actually see that log laying down there that you never knew was there. On the one I got, it will show something laying there, but you don't know what it is. Uh, but that side imaging and that down imaging stuff, man, you can actually see the log laying there with the root ball on the end of it. And you can tell if there's a big fish there laying beside it. Just need to spend a little time with the bird and actually learn what you're looking at. 90% of contrast and sensitivity. Oh, Curtis said, Lou, I have Ray Marine on the rear of the boat. It does side to side scan. I fish easy, but sometimes I don't think they are cats. What? Hey, Scotty's got one of them 93 SVs. Doggone Ben. Never been around the Ray Marine units, but I heard good things. I ain't heard none. It's the first time I've heard of them. Hypervision, 1.2 megahertz. It's probably not as good as the Garmin, though. You're barking the wrong tree. I don't know nothing about them things. You either talk to Roger, Muskrat Adventures, or Uncle Luke. Or them, I don't know nothing about them things. I know how to turn one on, and I know how to speed one up that goes across the screen if I'm trolling at a pretty good click. That's about it. And I know how to turn on the beeper for certain size fish. When the line runs down, touch the fish. There's a fish there to go beep beep. I bought it used off marketplace for a lady, from a lady. My guess it was her future ex-husband. Nobody said, I got a bird. Okay, Lou, James has two big hummingbird units, but I don't mess with him because he has them set to weight lights. Rover said, just be sure if you do make boilies, wear gloves on your hands. You smell like strawberry jello for a couple of days. I don't know how to make boilies, so I don't use them. A lot of people do. I know a lot of people do. Cats will give off hard right return due to head hardness and gases in the swim bladder. I've heard that if they show like bright yellow or something like that, it's a scaly fish. I don't know how true that is. That's just what I've heard. I mean, don't get me wrong. I plan on getting me a good one to put on the steering column when I get if I get a pontoon. I'm gonna put one there because I don't really need a fish finder off the back of the thing if I'm gonna throw off the back anyway. I just need to know what I'm going over, and then I'll put that one small one on the front. That way I can use it for when I'm trolling for crappie. I'm always fishing in a buzz anyway. I've never seen or used marine either till now. That's usually more coastal. Ah, that's a majority of finders of bright yellow is the hardest return. And that would be what, like a skinned up fish, like a catfish. The buzz anyway. Hell, that's 90% of the fishing community. Fishing people go fishing. But then it goes into your settings you have set. So I ain't never had nothing that fancy, so I have no clue. No clue. Like I said, mine, you just turn it on, and it's got the small, medium, large picture of a fish. You click on which size you want to show. Usually I go with the big one. And it's got a line that goes down to 6 foot, 8 foot. And then it shows me the depth and the contour at the bottom. That's it. Black and white. Simple. Will Jody ever learn her sonar? Fortunately, reply hazy, try again. Will Jody ever learn her depth finder? Let's see. Very doubtful. That's what it says. Very doubtful. It knows you too well, Jody. Don't believe there is one that will read skin more on swim bladder and this. Yeah. Well, it shows the fish in orange and red and a blue. Well, uh, yeah, and yellow. That's the three most common colors. I think some of them's red. I'm not really sure. I guess it's how you what got the sensitivity level sent tested on it or the contrast or something. See, I don't know stuff like that. Denise said, "Will I get all my plants up potted today?" Oh, Denise, hold on a second. I'm gonna show you something after this. Let's see. Will she get all her plants potted today? What the hell? Yes, it says yes. Look here, Denise. My daughter said we're gonna have a garden this year. I said, "Really? What's this weed stuff? You got a mouse in your pocket?" She goes, "No, I got you." She buys an asparagus. I haven't even looked in here. She brought it here, set it in my chair. Cantaloupe, which I don't plant my seed cantaloupe. There's a certain type of cantaloupe I like. Got snowbird peas, watermelons. What is this? Celery? Really? Spinach? Tomatoes? I don't plant my seed tomatoes. Carnival blend, sweet peppers. I might plant those down. We got sweet Spanish yellow, Utah jumbo onions, and we got Flavor King onions. I grow cantaloupe on my trellis along with the watermelons. Got the okra, got yellow squash, Clemson spineless okra. Dang, she got a bunch of stuff in here. Easy peasies, more yellow squash. What is this? Snowbird pea and purpose cucumbers and sweet corn. Now, I don't plant the angle plant it. I buy a certain type of sweet corn. But yeah, she said, we said when it thaws up more good, we need to fill her up the garden. I said, "Well, you bringing a shovel?" I don't have a tiller. Catfish swim bladder will give a harsher term because of the gases, which is, if I remember correctly, from its diet. Basil is great with fish. So she brought this bag of stuff in, laid it in this my grandson's little chair right here, and uh and she wants me to plant all that stuff. And she's talking about having a big. I'm like, what are you gonna tell her up half my backyard? I don't think so. So I'm down for live, down for don't. And I told her, I said, I don't have a tiller. I said, I got one in steel, little garden bed. You know, the tiller's about that wide. And I said, it's good for working up small places like flower beds or something like that, or going down the middle of the bed you don't work up between the rows. But other than that, it ain't worth much. Why come you don't have a tiller? That's because I sold it about 9 years ago. I was welding. I didn't have time to fool the garden. Hey, there's Whisker Bill. Good morning. So I told her, I said, well, so I guess I'll be doing some videos on me out there with a chopping hole on the garden. I don't know. I doubt it. That shorter's taking off again, Mr. Rustic. Awesome. Happy for you. Now, if all that people would subscribe to you, you'd have that YouTube plaque on the deal. That's what's bad. They watch what they won't subscribe to. I was trying to figure out who WBRB was, and it dawned on me, Whisker Band. I'm getting a mini tiller that breaks down into a hand tiller for grow it three sister style. I don't know what, but it's on the 2D side image. You still get a white space spec, and if off bottom, you'll get a shadow of them. Ah, okay. Corns, beans, squash. I think it's the fourth time it's taken off. You'll get it. They'll post it up there, and people will view it. But I got one out here. It's a steel. It's got the little steel weed eater engine on it. It's got little tines on it. I could buy some more tines and make it wide. It's got four on it now, but they're about this. It don't go about that wide. And I can put two more on it to make it a little bit wider. But I won't do it. And but I'm gonna tell you that little bugger drinks through some gas now. I filled it up. I got 2 gallons of gas in this little spot between my sidewalk that I poured up to the house from the main sidewalk to my concrete drive. And not very big spot. And I tilled that spot up, man. And I had to go over it a bunch of times to get it down deep enough for good grass roots to get down to it. Went through 2 gallons of gas and went through almost 2 more gallons. So, golly, he took gas up on that. And now I'm gonna have to strip all that soil out of there and put new soil there because it will not grow grass. I mean, it will grow grass, but grass does not live there. It just dies. I mean, just dies. And that that's a place where I think they used to park their car all the time, and it's probably got oil all down there or something. I don't know, but it's concrete all the way around that spot right there, so it might not have proper drainage. So I tried to build it up for when it gets really wet, it would run over the sidewalk out to the road. But that's okay. I'm gonna put Bermuda grass in it and let the Bermuda take over. Saturday, if it's pretty decent, I've got to take my flagpole down and get the new rope put in it to get my flag back up. I miss having my flag out there. Let me go see if she's made any more coffee. All righty, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Uh, hey, there's Joshua. What's up, buddy? Good morning. How's the family doing? Ain't seen you in a while. It's going to be 68 degrees Saturday and Sunday. I think it's supposed to be that either today or tomorrow. I know it's supposed to be in the 60s today and tomorrow, I think. The beans grow in the corn and our nitrogen fixtures. The squash choke the weeds. I'm hearing birds. I'm hearing birds outside that I've not heard all winter. That's a good sign. Hey, I've been watching a lot of Cardinals now, and boy, they are bright red. I thought, man, got some robins in, Blue Jays. I'm like, whoa, yo, in here a little early. Trees are budding out. Bunch of trees like maples, not the oaks. The oaks know better. The walnuts, the pecans, they know better. But trees like maples that are not very smart, they're budding out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm hoping my fire red maple here in my yard that I planted a few years ago, it don't die. Because when it warms up and it tries to bud out early, it usually comes back, but it don't have as many leaves on it what it would have had. I've got to put some fertilizer around it. Rustic's prospect. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of that this year. That's like with me on my channel. I incorporate many different things on here. I don't just concentrate on one deal. I'm just entertainment. Hope everybody has a good time watching. I have been doing good. Thank you for asking. Well, I'm glad, Joshua, they're doing good. I'm really glad. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for spring. Warmer weather, not extremely hot weather, but warmer weather. Mr. Vince, have you heard of any good prospecting in Kentucky? It's something I'd like to get into. Yes. I mean, you're not going to get rich. Joshua said, have I been on here since I sold my cabin and moved to a one-story house? I don't think so, Joshua. I didn't know you sold your cabin. I know you lived in this one place. You sold it and moved, or y'all moved. I know you moved. But yes, no, up further uh, northern Kentucky. Yeah, there's some up there. You have to look for it, but you can look it up. There's some up that way. Does anybody has anybody bought a sleeve to go on your trolling motor cables? Bass Pro has them on sale. I was thinking of trying one. What, your trolling motor cables are not wrapped already? Uh, hey Jody, this is what you do. Let me show you here. Let me see if I can find one. I should have one laying here somewhere. Okay, I guess I might get my flashlight so I can look down in that corner. I've got one laying here somewhere. This could be an idea for you, Jody. See if I can find it. Yep, right here. Oh. All right, Jody. If you're wanting a sleeve to put on your trolling motor cables, which they should already be wrapped in a rubber tube like that type deal, uh, if you got any spare rod sleeves like this one right here is the Which one is this one? Cat, that goes to my cat's fever rod. But if you got any rod sleeves like it's right here, put it on there, see how long you need it, cut it, slide it over. Not only would it protect it from the sun, it's also breathable, so water won't stay in there. And that'll save you some money. If you've already got some of these laying around, which I'm pretty sure you do. Hey, morning, Rick. They come in red and black, and I bought a black, but I wish I got a lighter color one because of heat. Now, if you got this right here, you do know that you can paint this, right? You can get that plastic paint and paint this whatever color you want. No, mine ain't wrapped, and sometimes the small curly one gets hung up. But the small curly ones, I never knew a trolling motor had small curly wire. All right. Hey, there's Indy. What's going on, Indiana Chris? Good morning. Got retired Rick in this morning. I think I got rid of mine when I moved, had to downsize. Hey, you didn't get rid of all of them, Jody? Come on now. I mean, this is a good idea. I mean, if you got some laying around and you don't use them, hey, just put it out there however long you need it, cut it. If you want them change them different colors, you can buy that plastic paint and spray paint them, let it dry, and then slide it right over your deal. Boom, there you go. Hey, it's an idea, folks. It'll save you money. You know what I mean? And if all else fails, you can take like a little heart or spank your wife with it. Hey, it's an idea, folks. One of them DIY from Rustic. There you go. I might do a video on that since you brought that up, Joey. Might get a hold of people. Hey, if you're not using your rod sleeve, can you send them to me? Send me all the rod sleeves you got, and I'll take paint them different colors, and I'll sell them. I get anyway, $10 a piece right here, folks. The only reason I would want to use rod sleeve is that hooks wouldn't get hung up in it easy. Well, hooks ain't gonna get hung up in it. It's gonna be in your trolling motor. And if it does, it's got holes. You just push the hook to it. Come on, Jody. Think about it. Your hooks get hook up in your trolling motor line now? No. If they do, there's something going on there. Hey, PB Paul, what's going on, Mr. Boyd? Uh, it's just a DIY. Save you some money, Jody. You said you was broke. You could afford. Hey, that saves you some money towards your sonar you want. There you go. Uh, uh, those are multi-purpose. You got that right. Yep. Hey, and another thing too, if you got small kids, you want to keep their hands out of stuff, you can cut that dude down to the small part and have trick them and say, stick your finger in there, stick your arm in there, stick your arm in there, then try to pull the arms out. You ain't getting nothing else for a while. Try to figure out, get that out. You ever seen them Indian finger locks? I got one time. Oh, my mom bought us a kid. I didn't know any better what the thing was. So I was messing with it. She didn't tell me what it's for or nothing. I was messing with it and I stuck my fingers in there. And I said, and I was squeezing it like this right here. I want to take my finger out and I pulled my arm. I thought, whoa, wait a minute now. I can't get my hand finger out. I run to mama crying, I can't get my finger out. She pushed it. She showed me how to do it. It told me that earlier. Yeah, Chinese finger cups. Yep, that's what they're called. Yep. Thanks, Indy. What did I say? Indian? Chinese. Well, there's a lot of moisture in the air right now because it's warmer weather. Boy, it's got my shoulder, my bones. That's the only time I feel anything in my shoulders because it's when it's like the barometric pressure changes or something. And, oh, what's she doing? That's getting ready for work. Let's see. Will Jody take my advice on that rod sleeve trick? No chance in hell. Ask again later. Oh, chance. Oh, chance in hell. Vince McMahon. Does anybody watch wrestling anymore? The answer is no. That's what it said again later. She said it's no. It says it's okay, Jody. What? Man, that's like knew your name. Joshua said, Andy, how are you doing? How are you doing, Andy? I hear my grandson. I don't know if y'all hear him back here. He's in the living room talking. Something about he's about to explode. I love my grandson. He's 10 years old, boy. He is funny. Some of the things he says and smart. Oh, he's smart. Dust is out finer than a frog here on a biscuit. I don't know. It's a great Thursday morning. The sun's peeking up out there. I can see everything. Look, kind of foggy, but I really can't tell for sure. But it's kind of foggy out there, far off. You can see a pretty good distance out across there. My neighbor's grandson over there got his truck back where an ex-girlfriend beat the crap out of it. Took an axe or a hatchet or something and beat the hood, bust the windows, and chopped holes in the door. He'd been working on his truck for a year, taking it somewhere. They've been working on it for a year. Well, he finally come back. He got him a lift underneath of it, got it running, and had no exhaust on it. And he was going out there every hour to hour, starting this thing up. I went out there and I said, "Hey, man," I said, it's 10:30 at night. Why are you starting that truck up and just sitting there and letting it run? Well, my battery's going dead. I said, well, take the positive cable off of it. Your battery won't go dead if you got a short. Well, he said he figured it out. I said, well, good deal, good deal. And the truck, he went and took it, and he had exhaust put on it. And I like the way the exhaust points out to the corner of the truck back here on the corner of the bumpers, because I like that style. And the truck sounds pretty good, and it's starting to look good. He's going to get ready to paint it here for long. And so he's been putting the interior back together. And now he gets out there and racks the pipes off and he sits there and lets it run. I went over and I said, you got to shorten that battery again? Drain your battery? Oh, no, 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 no. I said, then why the hell you let it run? I said, you're starting it up, racking the pipes, and you're sitting there and let it run for like an hour or 30 minutes at a time. Then go to the house, come back out, and do it again. I said, during the day, nobody's around. I said, but at night time when it's 10:30, 11, 12 o'clock at night, nobody wants to hear that shit. If you're having trouble with your battery, take the positive cable off. Stop it. Sound like me when I was a kid. I had to 75 shit with a small block and open headers. My neighbors loved me. I had an 89 Dodge. It had some loud pipes on it, boy. I'd start up in the morning. I'd give a little bit of gas to warm the motor up because, you know, it's had that Holly 2 barrel on it. So it didn't want to, for a minute when it's real cold, it didn't want to idle right until it warmed up. Then it ran good. And she said the lady across the street said I was her alarm clock every morning at 4:30. I'm sorry. He said she got so used to getting up at 4:30 hearing the pipes when we moved. She overslept before she had to go to work. She overslept. Wasn't there to wake her up. Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. I used to like them loud exhaust, a good sounding exhaust, and Dodge has got a good sounding exhaust. It's got that growl to it, man. And Broom, yep, got that growl. And then I got into deer hunting, and I was going through there one day, and I had to go up this steep hill, and I was literally racking the pipes to get up that hill, man. It was graveled, it was tough to get up it, and it did dawn on me. Every time I went up there, I'd never seen a deer. Then one day I was creeping through the woods, and I was sitting there thinking, listening to the pipes, and I'm thinking, I'll bet that shit scared every deer off for 2 miles to the woods. So ever since then, I've never had dual exhaust on a vehicle because I went deer hunting and I want to creep through the woods, sneak through the woods, get to where I need to go. They need that scaring deer off for 2 miles. And my deer hunt picked up pretty good. I got a big 9 over my granddaughter shot. I took her out on her first youth hunt. I got a couple 10s, some 8s, 7s. I mean, it picked up. But I told him, I said, I love the sound of dual exhaust, man, especially a good sounding set. And it sounds good. And I told him I had no problem with that. My problem was him going out there between 10:30 and midnight doing it. I'm like, come on, dude. He'd get up at 3 to get ready to go to work at 4, and he'd go out there start the damn truck up. Go get a Tesla to go hunting in. Well, that'd be quiet, wouldn't it? Get some foam pads, wrap around the wheels so it'd be really quiet. Hey, when they come out with them bad boy buggies, all like the golf carts, but they was jacked up, had 4-wheeler tires on them, stuff like that. They was all battery operated. I was thinking about buying one of them at the time, and and taking and parking my truck down in the parking lot where I didn't have to drive back to the woods. And I said, well, I'll get one of them. And I thought, nah, forget it. Bow hunters are the best. I guess I used to bow hunt until I got hurt at work, and that 2,000 pounds of steel fell hit me across the back, crushed me down, and it like to kill me. And I got to where my shoulders, the shoulder blade behind between the shoulder blade and the rib cage, through my shoulder blade like that, my arm, so hard that it ripped that muscle in there, and I couldn't hold back a bow anymore. So I had to go to crossbow. Hey, has anybody heard from Buggy? I talked to him the other day. He said he was busy. But I can't. I need to ask him. I couldn't be going live. I had a '73 Chevy short bed 4x4 with a 400 cubic inch built up headers and glass packs on her. Hey, that '89 Dodge I had was long wheelbase. I had 4 inch uh the chrome tip sticking off the back on each side, right at the corner of the bumper on each side, something like that. And then the pipes ran. I cut the catalytic converter off. I had one pipe come down, had two catalytic converters. I cut them off, and I put dryer pipe on there where the exhaust at least goes out where it wasn't so loud. And they just say it burnt them up, but I had uh, I told them, I told him, I said, I want two 16-inch, 4-inch glass pack bottles put on there. And man, I had a sliding back glass. And I'm telling you, that sucker was so loud, it would bring your ears. It was loud. People hear me come a long ways off. But it was legal. I met one of the best recurve bow builders. Nice. I used to hunt with a couple guys that used recurves, and they loved them. I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a recurve. They said it'd take a lot of practice. I just give me my crossbow with a rifle scope on it, and I'm good. Man, I used to like bow hunting, man. The only reason why I got into bow hunting because rifle season was so short, and I wanted to extend my hunt season, and or I really want to get more of a chance to get a deer. That's what I wanted. Osage orange. Yeah, give me more of a chance to get a deer. And then once I got the bow, of course, it led to buying a muzzleloader. So I had for all 3 seasons. Hey, Ernie. Ernie said if I know you went live, I'd been here. How you doing, Ernie? How's that leg doing, buddy? Hope Miss Chrissy's doing well. Ernie, I go for an MRI on my lower back tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's the nerve. It's got something. It's pounded that nerve so hard that up against it so hard or pinched it or something that it goes down to my knee and it's got my knee swollen and man, it's got it hurting bad. My knee hurts bad. It sometimes it gets so bad I can't even get up out of a chair hardly. I mean, I had brought myself up, pushed myself up with my left leg. And so I'm hoping that's what it is because I would rather have a back surgery than a knee surgery any day. At least that way I can roll to my side and I can put my legs down and I can stand up. Swollen on my 2 batches of antis and first steroids. Oh, you're on your second round of antibiotics? Yeah, they won't give you a third round. I mean, they might. Third round ain't gonna do much good if you got that much in you. He was a flint napper too. I remember one time I borrowed a muzzleloader from a guy. I wanted to try it out. Had a little percussion cap you put on there. It set back, and I didn't know that the little nipple that the percussion cap went on was kind of wore. So I put it on there, and I shook it, and it wouldn't come off. And I set it up against a tree, fully loaded, ready to go. And so I thought. I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, looking around. Tree's like right in front of me. So I'm looking around this tree and I look like it's right here. And I see this big rack behind this. It's on a logging road. He's on the other side behind a tree brush right there. And I seen this big rack moving. I thought, oh, he's fixing to come across there. So I raised the muzzleloader up, but I didn't have a scope on it. I had used iron sights because it was deadly with them iron sights, man. And I put that iron sight on there. He stepped out, bro. I never even knew I was there. Probably not more than 40 feet. Click. He turned and looked. Now, get this now. He was looking to hear where that click come from. And I was sitting there like, what the hell? I pulled it back gently. And because the cap was gone. Now, this deer did not move off. And I figured, man, I got to find that cuss cap because my other ones are in my pocket and I can't move it. So when I went to look down, I heard a blow and I looked and there was a small 6-point with his head stuck to the brush like that looking at me. He blew and turned around. The other one took off with him. I was like, God, I looked down on the ground there, laid my percussion cap. I can't do that anymore. Yeah, I didn't even notice the little 6-point that was with him. And this one here was like an 8 or 10. He was somewhere in between there. And he was a big rack buck, man, big buck. And I didn't know the little ones with him, boy. He had his head stuck through the brush, looking right dead at me, boy. He waiting for me to move. And when I bent my head down like that to look for that touch cap, he's blowed. I looked up, there he was staring at me. Then all I seen was 2 whitetails off through the woods. Crap. So I got busted there, so I left. Because I knew that spot it was gonna be over with. I went down the road, down the logging road, and She's too early. She needs. Okay, she ain't up yet. And I went down the logging road, and there was a lady climbing down of a tree stand, a 12-foot tree stand, and she was leaving. She goes, "You leaving so soon?" I knew you was down there. I said, "Yeah." I said, "I just had a 2 bucks bust on me because my cush cap fell off and the gun hit and it made a loud click, and they'd seen me." And she goes, "Well, I'm leaving." I said, "You gonna stay all day?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna find another spot." She goes, "You climb up right there." I said, "About 2 o'clock, them deer will cross through here." And this was about like 11:30. So I climbed up there and I put the cush cap back on and I sat there and I held that gun up. I had it set in my lap on the rail. She had it, I got the rail. And I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there and it wasn't 15 minutes, boy. I heard something rustling coming through the brush pretty fast. And this doe comes out and it's a buck only spot. This doe comes out and goes over here in this little shaded area to my right and stops. And I said, "Man, there's a buck chasing that dude, chasing her because he's tearing the brush up, jumping over stuff." And sure enough, here comes his buck jumping over, and he gets over right beside her, stops, and I nailed him. Pow! It was 15 minutes of that thing. I was like, "Look at her, redemption." Uh, then there was a young boy. He come walking out there, and he said, "I ain't seen nothing in 4 days, man. I just can't find anything." I said, "Hey, I just shot a buck right here. You want it?" I think it was like a 6 or 7 point. I said, "You want it?" "Yeah, I'll tell." He was thrilled, man. He said, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it." I gutted it for him, and I helped him drug it out. And he put his tag on it. He took it. Next day, I went. Not the next day, but the day after that, I went to the lake and I killed an 8 point up there with a muzzleloader. So, morning, Lisa Elliott. Yeah, he was excited, man. He was excited, dude. He seen that buck. He said, "I ain't seen nothing out of Bob. I've been hunting here all through gun season, muzzleloader. I ain't seen nothing." Well, here, son, you can have it, but probably about 15 years old. Good. I'll let him have it. Up to something outdoors. Good morning. What are you up to? We got Miss Lisa Elliott in the house. Hope you and Aaron are doing well. Yeah, I've had no deal. That's why every night I post a video out. It was a story time with Rusty. So, so let's happen. Not much. Got to go to collect maple sap this morning. Going to start boiling this weekend. Oh, here we got some syrup happening. Yeah, buddy. My grandma used to do that. She did it a couple times that I knew of. Make her own syrup out of maple trees. I think it's a certain type of maple tree though. Can't do it out of every maple, but a certain type. Ernie, you ever had sassafras tea? Anybody here ever had sassafras tea? Tastes like root beer. Jug of maple. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it had to be a certain type of maple tree. I had a hill full of it. What, sassafras? Sassafras tree roots? When I was 12 years old, uh, 11 years old, because I moved down to Missouri when I was 12. When I was 11, I come down to my grandma and grandpa the year before we moved. And we went over to Tennessee to see see his sister and his brother over there. And we stayed in the camper that had the overhead for the 3/4 ton truck. We stayed in one of those. It was just us three. And me and her walked to the woods today. I said, "Grandma, what are we doing?" She goes, "We're going to go after some sassafras." I said, okay. And I was looking around. I said, what's a sassafras look like? And she explained to me, and she found one. And I said, okay. So I was going to pick the leaves. I didn't know what she wanted. She goes, no, no, no. We're going to get what's in the ground. So we start digging around, and she found the roots. And she said, here, smell it. Smell a root beer. Okay. And we gathered a bunch of roots off the tree, went back, cleaned them up real good, and then she boiled them. And man, it smelled just like root beer. It tastes like root beer. I loved it. First time I ever had it. And I've never had it again after that. Never had it again. Ain't find sassafras tree. Don't even know what one looks like. But boy, when you boil them roots, man, it make it just like you make Kool-Aid or tea and put sugar in it, boy. It's pretty good stuff. Sassafras tea sounds good. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, it is delicious. Because when you're drinking it, it smells and tastes just like root beer. And he said, I had it once. Ernie, she showed me the sassafras tree, but I was 11 years old, and I'm 57 now. So I don't even remember what that tree looks like. I could tell. I had to look it up. Looks rough, but with smoother bark on it. Because I probably passed up a bunch of them up there on Lake Wapella. I don't even know if there's any up there or not, but I do know there's some in Tennessee. But I need to look and see what the tree looks like. I like to get somebody and have pick some for my grandkids to show them this came out of the bottom roots of trees out in the woods. Looks rough, but smoother bark on it. I'll have to look it up and see what it is. Who knows? I probably climbed up one time. I'll never know it. Oh, mercy. I've had an interesting life growing up a kid, I tell you that. One don't ever want, I wouldn't repeat ever again. Oh, we got 21 people here watching. Y'all hold on a second. I gotta go relieve some of this coffee. I gotta get back when I take. Oh, I just want to say, Fat Boy Eric, good morning. I know you're listening. I have to find someone to weed eat the hill this year. Weed eat it. Just spray some Roundup on it. Be done with it, Ernie. Let it grow up. Let deer eat on it. Good exercise for your son. Get him out there. You gotta be no rush. Just do parts of it. Sit down for a while. Get up, do some more parts. Sit down for a while. Well, my son's supposed to come here today. Like I said, I'm gonna take that air conditioner out because even though it blows ice cold air, it makes one hell of a noise, man. It's loud. Something broke in it last year, so we're gonna take that one out. He's got a newer one. We're gonna put it in, but before we put it in, I got 2x4s in there where the air conditioner stop, and I'm gonna cut them down to 2x2s and put them back in there where the air conditioner go back further because I have a problem with the vents just throwing some water there. So I'm gonna push it out there like it's supposed to be. He's way too big to be on that hill. It's slick. Then if that hill's that steep, why are you weed eating it? Is it real close to the house or something, or is that right what would be in the front right there? Is what you talking about? Across that front. Anthony J. Oh, day. He's Anthony J. And you're not. Hey, Anthony, what's up? He was working yesterday. He was working his butt off out there. Guy used to know had a mower called a fly mow. No wheels on it. Great for hills. It's behind house too close. Yeah, I figured that's where it was at. Uh, taking get you go buy one of them little robot mowers. You go up and down that hill. You seen them? They got a little perimeter on the computer deal. They put the perimeter up, and once they take that pulse on there where the perimeter's at, and then they turn it on. And seen a video where one of them was mowing the yard, and all of a sudden there was a spot that I guess the perimeter didn't take, and it went across and hit this lady's flowers that's around the sidewalk and mowed, and it just kept on going until it run into a vehicle. It takes 2 hours, but no one wants to work. Contact some of your church members and see if they come over and help you out, Ernie. They'll be more than willing to come over and help you, buddy. Anthony J, you working today? It's $10 an hour, good for weed eating. Yes. Yeah, that's pretty decent. $10 to weed eat. Yeah, right. I'd do it. As long as you didn't have to move a bunch of limbs and stuff like that, I'd do it. Because I imagine where you're at, there's ticks and stuff. Runaway lawnmower. Hey, I go to YouTube and search some of that uh, robotic lawnmowers. It's some of them funny, boy. Said no wood. Okay, no limbs and stuff like that. When you get food and water, you're gonna feed them too, plus paying $10 an hour. Yeah, you're gonna feed them and include $10 an hour. Curse come to it. Then again, he might throw a fishing trip on there too. Would he throw a fishing trip? We're gonna ask the match game. Would he throw a fishing trip on that? Don't count on it. And probably don't count on him. Come on, we're doing it for you. Well, 8 Ball said don't count on it, Ernie. The 8 Ball has spoken. What is she doing in there? She on the toilet or something? It sounds like a jet engine about to take off in there. What's she got going in there? Oh, I bet it's a hair dryer. Ah, supposed to be a pretty decent day today. I got a message from some. Oh, that's Ernie's message where he said good morning this morning. I don't know, man. Anybody seen old Tim? Did he go fishing? I heard a rumor that he was supposed to go try a little fishing the other day. Catfish dog. Anybody seen him? A 50 guy did it 2 hours, and he used a feather light weed eater. Spent more time with line than cutting. And he didn't know what he was doing with a feather light. I'm telling you, because I owned a feather light. It was a damn little weed eater. I'll tell you what. One time I bought I thought I'd go cheap, and I went to Walmart. And I bought one little feather light polar weed eaters, the green one, and it was light. When it ran, it was a good weed eater. One day I wasn't in too good a mood anyway. You know, I was irritated about something else. This is back when I was like 40 something, 44, 40, 39, 39, 40, somewhere in there. And it was here, bought this place here. I just put the privacy fence up and I was trying to weed eat. Uh, all of a sudden I hear cranking, 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 cranking. Damn, did everything I'm supposed to do. Brand new. Brand new, just bought it. Used it one time. Oh, cranking, 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 cranking. And, I was getting mad. I was like, this thing's brand new and it won't even fire off. What the heck? And I'm sitting there, and my son just came out the door, and I'm sitting there cranking, crank, crank, cranking this thing started. He just walks out the door, the back door, right? I grabbed the end of that weed eater and I slammed it against that fence and I beat that weed eater against that fence. My son turned around and went back in the house. I come walking in the house. He steps out of the way. He goes, where you going, Dad? I'm going to buy a damn steel. And I've been a steel fan ever since. I'm going to buy a damn steel. And I went and bought a steel weed eater. Never had no problem out of it. It was funny. I grabbed the end of that weed eater, bang, beat it against that fence and broke that thing all to pieces, man. I was so mad. And my son he said he just when he walked outside and seen me, he just turned around and walked right back in. He wouldn't go right there. Oh man. He said he wanted no part of that. Because I told him I would get it going and I would start it if he'd come out and finish it so I could mow. And because I wouldn't let nobody ride my mower but me. And so he seen me out there trying to start it. Turn around and went back in. I went and bought that steel, man. They fired up, brought it home. I fired right up, and he weed eat it, and everything was fine. Because over laughing. Yep, still is the best. Just take it easy, mate. Hey, Gavin, I'm still swollen, but pain is down. Just started my second round of antibiotics. Just take it easy, mate. Yeah, he just needs to take it easy. Backlash. What's going on, buddy? Y'all staying safe down there? Just snow melt. But yep, and I sold my Poland chainsaws. I went and got a steel chainsaw. I ain't messing with Poland anymore. And I like the Poland chainsaw. I never had no problem out of it except the oil pump in it is the wheel is made of plastic instead of metal, and it melts. You run it for too long, it gets hot, it melts. We are below the snow. You got snow where you was at. Well, I seen it. He said just drop coastal breakfast off. Awesome. Anthony said I was on a fire reduction team, weed whacking over overgrown hills in San Francisco. It's easy. Just take everything with you as you go up. Line, mixed gas. Yep. Water, snack, smoke cigarette, get down, look like it there, and then fire go off. Threw it. They throw some gas on it. What may? I didn't do nothing. Oh man, I'll tell you what. But yeah, that's the last time I bought it Poland products. It's the only thing bad about a steel, man. It loves the gas. A Poland product, weed eater and chainsaw, it goes forever on that gas. Seems like a Poland, you get a steel, you got that more horsepower, man. It eats the gas. It wake it up and down to restring or fuel up will make it a longer day. Walking up and down. Yes, and where you out too, down in hills. Yep. Gavin, you doing okay, buds? Grover said, hey, Anthony. And yeah, I told you I got some stories, man. The weeder I got now, I got a Honda four-stroke weeder out there. Then there's another one that's a four-stroke. Uh, that my son gave me. He couldn't get them running, so I'm gonna order carburetors for them because one of them, both of them are the attachments. They got the chainsaw attachment, the edger. One of them's got the edger and stuff like that. So I might order the carburetor for that one and get it running. That's probably all it needs. Scotty's back in the house. Does raking the force help? Uh, but I'm gonna get one of them running. I can't think of the one I've got now, but it's the next best thing. It's expensive as a steel, and I can't think of the name of it. It's brown, and so it's brown in color or whatever. And man, I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, that's been a good weeder, damn good weeder. And it's not that bad on gas. They don't have the power the steel's got, but it's, to me, it's one of the second best one, I think. I had a guy give me a Honda weeder one time. It lasted about a year. Of course, I was mowing like 100 yards once every week, every 2 weeks, something like that. Back in the day, I had a full-time job and I'd mow yards after work, weekends. All right, Andy. Appreciate you coming in, bud. Enjoy your breakfast. Echo. Yep, that's what it is. There you go, Anthony. Anthony knows. I think it's Echo. It's a good one. The only thing I've ever had to do with it was I had to change. It's got the automatic feeder and the easy string up, twist, and it's the automatic feeder. I took the shield off of it because I wanted about that wide when we need to take a big swath. And uh, the only thing I've ever had to do to it is change the head out with line goes because the little ball thing in there, sliding across the ground. It's not very thick, and it wears it plumb too. So I've had to change that out once. That's one thing I've had. J Town, rural route J Town. Good morning. Just poured my coffee. Good morning, everybody. How's everything in J Town? I've had my coffee. I'm here a minute. Still got a little bit left. Ah, Anthony, what kind do y'all use? What's that? What's? Yeah, I take the shields off. I thought I'd be smart one day. I figured, well, I'll save gas. And I went up there to Lowe's, and they had this leaf blower weed eater package, electric, battery operated. It's a pretty good weed eater. I use it for when I don't have, I run out of gas on my weed eater, and I just got a little bit to do, or I don't feel like going to get gas for my weed eater. So I get the battery out, charge it up, and I just use that one. It don't have the power, but it gets the job done. I bought it mainly for it as the leaf blower because it was cheaper to buy that package than it was to buy that single leaf blower. Oh yeah, that's true, Grover. They do. Oh, they do bad. Yep. Steel and Echo. To me, that's the top two, no, two cycle engines that they make for that. I mean, they might make better ones. I mean, Honda's proud of their stuff. I'm not a big fan of the Honda weed eaters, but like I said, I got this four stroke. It's a four stroke. It runs straight gas, and uh, but as I said, it's got the chainsaw on it, the edger, the weed eater, and there's some other kind of attachment that goes with it you change out. So I think this year I'm gonna get it running because my neighbor over here on this side over here, tell you what, he got a big oak tree over there. When that ice storm hit in '09, I think it was, maybe it was 2011, 2011. It ripped half that tree down. Well, this side we're still had its limbs, so it's leaning. And when it's leaning, then limbs have gotten bigger over the years since then, and they're hanging way over my privacy fence, and I get tons of leaves in my pool from it, and leaves piled up my backyard and the corner and all that stuff like it there. So every now and then I had to keep it trimmed because even when I go to mow around it, the limbs are hanging down. So I had to reach up there and clip them. When I get that thing running, I'm gonna reach up there about 12 feet and I'm gonna whack them limb down. You'll never know it. You don't ever go outside. You'll never know it. Go rip me a damn man lift and get up in there, and the next thing you gonna get out there and half his tree's gone. He's just a pole standing there. That tree used to set up straight. It was beautiful, beautiful oak tree, man. And then that, like I said, that ice storm coming in, and half that tree, all the limbs came off on that one side of that tree. And because most of the ice came in from that direction, it piled on that one side. It got on the other side, but it piled on one and broke the limb down. And now it's just over here, just leaned. You have to clear out deadfall in the forest. Yep. I have two like new motors. Can't remember what they are, but run good. One is a 4-stroke. The other's a 2. Well, the 2 out there my son gave me, they're to 2 strokes. I said, "Where'd you get them at?" He said, "I run." I said, "Okay." And I think somebody pawned them to him for a little bit of money, and they were probably stolen. I have to ask him where I'm for with them, because I ain't getting out of no stolen stuff. But some of the stuff he takes in for pawn, it's kind of iffy. More Terry B. How's old Terry B doing? Needs shafts. Oh, yeah, they got it. My 2 oldest grandkids have got to go to the dentist, which probably means I'll have to watch the baby today. Oh, Lord, help me. The hurricane's coming. Hey, Ronyo, what's going on, Ron? Oh, Ron, been doing some crappie fishing now. Check out Ronyo's adventures. Where he been? He down in Florida. He been catching some crappie down there. The name starts with a T. It's not Toro. Teletubby? I don't know. Toro's the only one I know starts with T. You need to go check out 351 Cleveland too. He catch crappie too. If you love crop fishing, that's 2 guys. You got to go watch crop fishing. And you got John Smallwater Charter. He gets out there and crop fishes off front of his pontoon stuff. They can catch crappie now. I love to watch crop fishing. Grover said that was a nightmare seeing what happened in California this last time. Yes, it was. The bite has turned off for me. Night bite still good. Huh. Yeah, the wind's strong. Always have crappy fishing restaurants. Everybody. Hey, Ron, them last few crappie did you catch? They have eggs in them. Ours has got eggs in them. Some of them's got eggs in them. Oh, fishing with Big Mike went crop fishing. He lives over there. I think it's uh, was it Georgia, Alabama? And he goes over to Chattanooga to fishes. Now I don't know where he caught these crappie at, but man, they had full blown eggs in them. I'm like, good Lord, it's still too early for that mess. That's how much this weather's got everything messed up. Especially since I left San Diego. Oh mercy, they had eggs in them, Ron. Mm. I know that what this is about. What like they usually spawn twice down there, don't they? I mean, we have a second spawn up on Lake Wapello. You can catch them early in the spring. Some big old black slabs, man. You can catch them and right off the bank. And then around 4th, 7th, 9th of July, there's this one spot you can go to. Uh, I'm not going to say it on here because there is somebody watching that's in here from around Wapello, and then they next thing you know, you'll have 200 boats sitting out there. But you can go over there and catch the big females, and man, they'll be full of eggs, full of eggs. You catch some big males and females laying up in there in shallow water. Saturday I caught 15, 6 keepers, and 2 had eggs. See, some of them stupid, ain't they? Doing 15 eggs. We should have another wave at noon. At noon. Yeah, I can't believe it. I mean, we went up there when I met my son up there, and I was live. I brought him home. There was two of them that had. They wasn't full blown eggs, but they were starting to make. And I'm like, the rest of them were males. Uh, I'm sitting there like, whoa, man, this is way too early. All right, Terry B, appreciate you coming in. You have a good day. It's just gonna put a hit and run, huh? I guess a lot of the fishing downstream of the poop spill at the Potomac River is screwed forever. Nah, it'll all wash away. It's chore time. Rat Rod, Rustic, the Skipjack King. What's up, champ? 2024 Black Anglers here. Yeah, I heard about that up the Potomac. How that sewage is. It showed it on the news coming out of the ground, man, and it was coming out of the ground. They showed it going to Potomac. I mean, it just polluted it. What I could never hear or heard them say what caused that to do that. Is it a malfunction in their sewer ponds or something that's I don't know. Did they get a ton of rain or uh, what would cause that? I mean, if Brian B was in here, he lives up there. He fishes that river. He could tell us. And I know he's listening. That joker's always listening, unless he's still in bed and he ain't leaving until 8 o'clock, which it should be 8 o'clock where he's at. But I didn't get a chance to hear what caused that. But it showed it on the news. I seen it where it was bubbling out of the ground. And then I seen a few videos on YouTube where uh not YouTube, on Facebook, on some of the short reels where it shows the Potomac River, man, is just, oh God, sewage all in it, man. It's just spreading. 300 million. Yep. I heard it was a bunch. A bunch. You know, old Chunky Cats, he's runt. He's going to have to travel far now to go fishing to get away from that mess. It's up to the Maryland governor to sort that out. Rain, rain, go away. You get rain there, Rat Rod. We supposed to get some last night, or it might be tonight. I think it's tonight, today tonight. And tomorrow's supposed to be pretty nice. So I'm gonna go trout fishing tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I know it's gonna be sometime after 9:30 because I got an appointment at 9:30. What it? I can't. I got to figure out. I got to research that and see what caused that. Boy, but it was pumping out the sewer, wasn't it? Out of the ground like that. Oh, nasty sewer. Blech. It's raining here. Should be done by 9 here. Oh, it's raining over there. It showed. I seen where it on the news. It was pop up here, here, and it was going north of us. Most of it was going north of us, around Cape and up around that way. Now, I'd like to know why that sewer is coming up there like that, though. Brian B, get up there and tell us why that sewer like that. Get up there and tell us. You think Chunky Cat's going to go fishing in it? That's the only place he got to fish. The only place he goes fishing anyway. How long is it going to affect y'all's fishing? How long is it going to affect the waterways? Are they doing anything to clean it up? There's probably not much they can do to clean it up, huh? And I think it's still Anthony. It's still running up. It's still flooding it out there today, ain't it? It's still going into it, and it's still pumping out of the ground and going into there. I guess that's one way to take care of your blue problem. But man, them crabs are gonna die. Crabs and bottom feeders, they might have a picnic. All them crackheads up there, meth heads, they'll probably going up here and crawling up on the bank and looking at you going, snap, 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 snap. What you looking at, snap? They'll be chasing people down the street, taking the crabs. They got to stop the leak first, still leaking. I thought it was still pouring out of that pipe out of the ground. Man, put a notice out. Everybody, do not use the bathroom. Pee outside. Yeah, you'd be seeing. Oh, it has been raining here too. The road's wet. It don't look like it's doing anything right. Yeah, if it is, just slightly sprinkling. Yeah, here pretty soon you'll be seeing YouTube videos of people being chased down up there with crabs chasing them. The Joker have 6 eyes, fangs. Let me see y'all crap in the woods. Yeah, that's right. Go to the woods. Ron said y'all have a good day. Back to pump fertilizers. Hey, take it easy, Ron. You out there catch more than crappie. Barnaby, such as good morning. What's up, Barnaby? Mr. Santos. Yeah, I wish Brian B could get his buddy. I ain't seen him in a while. Tell us what's going on up there. What are they planning on doing to fix it? Just think, that's not a river up there. That's tidal water. That water goes out with the tide and comes back in. So just think of how much that's going out there in that when that tide goes out. Let's go to the Potomac. Let's go for a swim. Oh, this smells like shit. Oh my gosh. Come out of the water, woman screams, "You got a condom on your head." Oh man, I tell you what. Rusty's crap in the bucket. Rusty's crap's in the bucket. They will then tell you to kick it. Oh yeah, crap in the bucket, don't kick it. Crap in the styrofoam cup. Here, kick that cup over there for me. Uh, no, I'm serious though. I wonder what are they gonna come up with to try to solve that problem? I don't think they can do anything. I think over time they're gonna have to water uh take care of it. What are they gonna do? Drain the Potomac? No, because they can't. Y'all think it'd affect them catfish up there, them blues? Let me do, babe. Careful, it's raining. What's y'all's opinion on that? Got 17 people in here. You think that sewage water going into Potomac is going to hurt the Potomac River? Not hurt the Potomac River. We know it's going to hurt the river. You think it's going to affect the fish, the crabs, and stuff like that? I really don't know. So y'all, give me your opinion on it. My grandson's got hooked on playing Sonic game on his phone. You'll hear him in there go ding 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 ding, ding collecting them rings. Hey, we got 12 people here watching. Awesome. Come on, Brian B. Come in there and tell us what's going on with the Potomac, man. We want to know if they got any plans to do anything. You work for the city up there. Somebody call Brian B. Text him, tell him I'm calling him out. That joker probably ain't rolled out of bed yet. I predict it will look like parts of India. River Rat, yeah, I have been watching. I've been watching. You caught some good ones. You always catch some good ones out there. You're the only one in the catfish community that constantly catches big fish. You got a dang good spot there, and you know what you're doing. It just sucks that nobody else in the YouTube world would want to go there and fish with you. I do. I like to go over and fish with you. Beware of cholera. You better beware of more than that. Stewart's River. As many masturbators they got on that river. Woman jumps in, she's coming out pregnant. He's playing some kind of weird game. I never heard that before. Ernie said, back to get me some coffee. Mama's up. We may get a little done today. You better rest that leg, boy. That doctor don't want you up on them legs too much. Keep them propped up. Grover said that was a good one. I would just like to cut up and have fun. I mean, I don't mean nothing by it. I mean, just like to cut up and have fun. See, now Brian B's got an excuse why he ain't going fishing. When you got things to do, you have to do them. What do you got to do, Ernie? Go feed the chickens. Unless you got to go to the doctor or grocery shopping. Other than that, kick your legs up, watch some TV, play a game. Store run. Yep, sit there. Gotta make a store run. You tell Miss Chrissy we said good morning, have a great day. Then come back and order parts. What are you ordering parts for? You gonna get your motor running on the pontoon? We expect to see that out there this year. Can't play a game? No. Put prop in here. Well, make one. Fish tank filter needs impeller for pump. Fish tank filter needs impeller for the pump. Oh, I got you. Uh, and I tell you what, I would hate. It's gonna be a dreary looking day out there. That's for sure. A dreary looking day. It's right there in the swamp with a bunch of. Uh, you know what's really surprised me that the amount of snow that Lou didn't get this year. That really surprised me. Usually he gets a bunch. Anybody heard from Mark Catfish and Crappie? I ain't seen him in a while. Looks like rain here, but I haven't been outside yet. Well, if it rains, at least that'll keep your butt in the house where you keep your leg propped up or something. Tell you what, you get them legs propped up, that swelling will go down, Ernie. Hopefully. Hopefully. He's doing okay. Last you heard. All right, cool. Been a good one, folks. I don't know where Eric's at. I don't know where Curtis at. I guess they're boycotting me. It's been propped up for 2 days and no sign of swelling going down. And Ernie, his cousin, damn things will swell up that big. It's going to take a while, buddy. And I guarantee you didn't have them propped up for a long time for 2 days because you don't like to sit around. You like to stay busy. Go to sleep at night, put your feet up like that. I can't sleep like that. Doctor told me I need to prop my legs up. My calves won't real big. I said, you prop your legs up. Yeah, you go to bed, prop your legs up like that. See if you can sleep. I can't. Probably sleep for one. The driver, I don't know where he may be. Nah, I was talking to him on Messenger this morning. I sent him the link, and he never showed up, never come in. I don't guess he came in. I don't know if he came in or not. I didn't see it. Eric, I'll give it a deal that he might be in a rental truck or something, but hopefully he got his truck going or he's in his truck. He don't like them other trucks. That's for dang sure. So, what's everybody's big plans for today? You know, it is Thursday. It's looking forward to the weekend. You got today, tomorrow, then the weekend's here. Hey, look, I was giving birth. Oh my gosh. I need to say, you prop your legs up with your jewels spread apart. Grover said, like, sub, notifications on. Awesome. Appreciate it. Oh, we're glad to have you in here. Hush, Nubbies, you don't need to help me. What Nubby say? Nubby, what did you say? Did I miss that? Oh, that's funny, Ernie. Chris walks in. Ernie, what are you doing? Give birth? Yep. Fix to put out this 20-pound baby. He was thinking it, I know. You think Nubby was going to say something? I wouldn't doubt it. He was just going to be your coach there, Ernie. He was just going to help you get it out there. He said, "You got it, dude." Uh, oh, poor Ernie. Ernie, some of the predicaments we get into, huh? I got to get here and ask my grandson what he did with my pen that had that little rubber thing on the end of it that I use for my phone. Or what he did with it. Heck yeah, I'll need that too when I get ready to change that. Figure out what they call that, a stylus pen, stylus. I know if I ate beans a kraut, he won't be saying push. He's saying keep it in, keep it in. Oh, Ernie. Yep. he'd be hollering, Mr. Chris, where's that plug? I can't take it anymore. Get the broom. We're going to shove it back in there. I got to get me some more coffee. Y'all hold on. Oh, I would like to thank those who answered my question on a Thursday I had here a while back. Uh, I put the question out there. Uh, got my T-style zip ties from a plastic on a four-wheeler. So I take the gun and try to fix plastic where the plastic rivets fell out. Oh, okay. Get you some bigger rivets. You can buy the bigger ones. I put the question out there. My Argentina Dogo out there belongs to my daughter that now I'm taking care of and raising. He's 3 years old. We got him that big, bigger dog house, and we put a heat lamp in there for him. And he would not lay in it; he would stay outside. And I asked everybody, "What can I do to get him in there?" I'll try putting food in there. He goes in there, eats, comes right back out. They'll go in and get all the straw out, pull it out on the ground, lay on the ground. A couple of y'all mentioned turn the light off. That worked. I went out there and unplugged that lamp, and he goes in there and lays down. He's in there right now with his head sticking out like he's right here looking at the back door like, you gonna come feed me yet? No, not yet, buddy. He needs your feeding time. But yeah, he's went in there, so I appreciate y'all for telling me to cut that light off because I never thought. I guess he figured if he laid in there that some other dog would see him in there, and he didn't want to be. I don't know. He was. Some people knew he was attacked when I had him in here in my building out here, and that neighbor's dog got out and attacked, pinned him up in there, and he was on a cable, and he got wrapped up around my mower in there, and he couldn't defend himself. He tore him up. I just see him trying to attack him now, but he's loose. When he's up there on that chain, he can move. But uh, anyway, he's healthy and stuff. Now he goes in there and lays down. So I got to keep him some more straw. He's a stupid dog. I mean, he's smart, but I caught him in there one day. It was so cold and he wouldn't get in there. And I looked out there and I was like, what's he laying on the ground for? Just laying out there on the ground. And I come see that over there, his chain pulled up a bunch of straw over next to the fence and he went over and moved it around. So I got to get him some more straw and put in there. I figured get home my son and tell him go get a bale of it where he got that. Yeah, Ernie, you can go get them rivets, pot rivets. They're bigger. And if you really want to fit tight, go get you some thin washers and put on there and put them together. Have you seen that plastic welder thing they got? It's got the two prongs, got different design type wires for different angles and stuff. You put in there and it heats up. And you touch it, and then once it melts into it, you turn it off. And you pull it off there, and you go back and clip the extras off. I'm gonna get me one of those. I've always took a just still in here now. My grandson looked at it. I don't know where I put the tag of the thing. It is oh, right here it is. This right here I gotta clean that drawer out. I got all this fish line. It's a wood burner right there. It's a wood burner. See, it's got a little wood burner tip on it. Wood burner. Uh, when I've had to repair plastic, I let that thing get real hot, and I may have. Uh, and then I would push that plastic together, and I'd take that wood burner and I'd zig it back and forward until I got it all crossed, and then I would smooth it up and down that crack and melt that plastic back together. Then I'd get on the outside of it and I'd do the same thing and get it where it's melted and it melts itself back together. And then I would lightly sand it and paint it, and it would look like it never broke. And if I needed to add more, I've got my daughter. She cut hair, and she brought me a bunch of these black plastic combs, like it's right here. I mean, only beauticians use them. I don't ever use it for nothing. And you take that and melt that down on there, and melt that on there, and add more plastic to it if you need to. But I use that wood thing. But I'm gonna get that one with the clips because you can pull it together, clip it, and then you can go back over it, smooth it out over top of that. And I have seen people repair certain things on boats using them. I thought that'd be pretty cool. I think you can order one off of Temu, for like $17. You get the little heat deal with the prongs, and you get a box of different size clips you put in there and heat them up. Just the objective on using this wood burner to melt that plastic together. You don't want to quit and let it get cold all of a sudden. You want like a hair dryer or one of them sticker remover dryers, and you want to slowly heat it and just back it away to where it stays warm for a little bit. And that way it's pliable. If you let it get cold all of a sudden, it gets brittle. It'll make it brittle. You don't want that because I worked at a place where we made plastic these sleeve deals, and they were flat, uh, and whenever they roll them through, they go through different sets of heat till the heat got less and less and less. And when it come out, the thing was good, hot, and warm. And they had to do these air dryer things, air heater deals, and it would just make a long strip down through there. And when it got down to the end, and they cut it in a certain length, then you could handle it. And it was still a little bit of warm, but it wasn't. I'm going to do some test lives later if I feel like it. Trying to fix my trying if I feel like it, try to fix my lives on SY on StreamYard. What's wrong with your lives? Fix the why. Hey, we just had 20 people here. They just dropped plumb down to 13. Where'd y'all go? Get over there. No, we're not fishing today, folks. We'll be fishing tomorrow. Hopefully. It depends on when I get down with that MRI if they see something that they didn't want to see. And it ain't that, Ernie. They won't ever see that. Hell, I don't even see it anymore. It's about there. I tried yesterday and some chatters wasn't working. Explain chatters. Some of the people chatting in your chat, you couldn't see them or something. Now you will not see them if they use certain words. YouTube has got to where they got this algorithm running constantly out there. It's constantly running. So whoever goes live, if a certain word pops up, it won't show that. It's like they said nothing. And on YouTube Live, it's really bad. I mean, really bad. YouTube is having issues with chat going through. Yeah, because they got so many words that people use in everyday life that has no hateful or harmful meaning. If you use it a certain way, it does. But when they using it and they see that one word, they just want the message been hid or retracted. Or Chrissy chatted as only some worked. Huh? No, rustic. Yes, rustic. I know. There has there are some words in there that they will hide them on there. Because I've had them come to mind. I said, well, I guess he didn't see my comment. I went up there and I said, I don't see nothing. Your name ain't popped up. Went back down to the bottom and I could see what you said there. Oh, you could say hi and it would not go through. So I haven't had that problem. It's like if Quiet Man Curtis came in earlier and he chatted in here, I guess they didn't pop up. I didn't see him. Either that or I was stepping out for a minute or something. Whoever has AEP electric, it's going up again and we may have to use oil lamps. Yeah. Better be on our electric company. Good Lord. I couldn't figure out. It was just me and her here. We ain't done nothing different. Haven't even had the pool hooked up. Running no air conditioners yet. And our electric bill doubled. And I called myself and I said, hey, why is my electric bill double? We haven't done anything different. Oh, it's summer rates. What the hell? The summer rate. And it's supposed to be one rate going across the board. I didn't know you had summer, winter, fall, spring rates. It will show you on your phone, but it won't enter into the chat. Uh, Now, as y'all know, uh, I will show you here. Let me show y'all something here. Okay, see there? I got my phone. Okay, we're gonna turn it here to the side. See the chat? Well, this should be the chat side right here. That's the chat I got going up the TV right there. Y'all seen that before? Well, crap! What the hell happened to my? Oh, I thought something happened to my camera. Well, now I got it all jacked up. You see, I got to get me a new stand because I had to change out my TV. But that's what I'm looking at. It's this great big old big screen sitting here. Yeah, that's the side. Whoa, that gun! No wonder. What the heck going on here? Something going on with it. I don't know what the heck. Let me change my phone back. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got here. There we go. And on my TV, uh, it has sometimes that chat over there. Sometimes people will come in and they'll say something and it don't show up over there. And I have to read it over there because here on StreamYard, over here on this side over here, where the post a comment, post had chats, it used to be wider. I mean, like that. And you can read off of there everything everybody said. Hey, F4C, good morning. How you doing, buddy? And but now it's like real thin. It's like right now, F4C typed in there. All I can see is good morning, Rustic. I couldn't tell you who typed that. I can't get it to move or nothing. Now, if I turn my phone up this way in a horizontal mode, a vertical mode, I mean, and I could see it a little bit of it. But StreamYard has screwed up their platform so much that they've lost a lot of business, a lot of business. And I guarantee you that the people, I guess, in Germany bought it, they're realizing, and they just like, wake up, wake up. We're losing a ton of money. Why, yeah. I'll call you later and try to explain it to you. All right, because I have not seen that. Uh, but when you take away your basic plan that most people can afford, and you raise your rates on the other two. You only keep two, and you raise the rates on them. And then when you do buy it or purchase one of them, you still got that same crap. And you got the dollar sign in the way. You got all that other bull crap. And I'm like, come on. You run a good thing, man. One of the best platforms out there, and you run it. Always time to come up with a deal and have it where I can run it for free. If I could hit a lottery for trillions or billions of dollars, like, okay, we're gonna run this thing here for free. Let's go. Free platform. Either that or say, $10 a month. Shit, that'd be enough to pay let that thing run forever. Boom. And he said it's weird fun. They better leave things alone and let people be soft if they want. Let people be soft if they want. I want to be soft. I'm soft now. Soft and extra fluffy. Dog and I said, hey, them fish mouths, do you ever look at and think the tail's curling outward more over the years? You know what I meant, Rusty. I guess, Ernie. No, because they look the same to me. That right there's got a couple places. This right here's got two places, one right there, one right there. But other than that, no, they still look in good shape. They need to be washed. I wash them about once a year. I clean them real good. Take and wash them with warm, soapy water, not real hot, but it's like really lukewarm. And then rinse them and let them dry, and I put them right back up. My walleye on my wall. Every time I look at it, the tail keeps moving out over time. What do you mean the tail moves out? The tail's getting straighter. It's not as bent. Hey, Gigabilly. People that can't take it, the soft. Oh yeah, yeah, I got you now, Ernie. You talk about it like in the bend of it. Come to think of it, I think that one right there uh, was actually out more, had more of a bend to it, like it's turning to go get something. I got you. I got what you're saying. I think that right there has over time, it like the tar or something gets drawn and dries out and starts pulling up. Yeah, builder is trying to swim back to the river. If that thing swim back to the river, he's more welcome to go. I ain't gonna stop him. I'll take a point in. I figured eventually mine it will stop. Yeah, I never paid much attention to it. Hey, Snake, you liking the warm weather we're having this week? Yeah, I'm not liking the moisture in the air. That's so bad. It messes with my lungs, man. That moisture does. That right there, I don't think was curved out much, but I do remember that right there having a good curve in it because it looked like he was the way it was designed. It was like he was coming up to chase something and he's turning. So yeah, I thought you meant the tail fin on the end curling or something. The cockroaches hate my stuffed bass. Earl, you got a Potomac River problem down there or something? They done mutated. Boy, that wind blowing out there. I hear the wind chimes are kicking. It's Ain't a leaf on a tree up there. I can't really tell if I look up the very top of the trees. I got pulled over by a state trooper speeding on my way back from picking up my striper mount. Told him I was on my way back to get him to mount. I was on my way back to give you want to see. I got pulled over because of that one with that mount over Tennessee. And I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to my wife and I was leaving Dyersburg. Instead of, I've been used to the interstate going off this way, coming up, or going to the left, going up there and pulling in the turn lane and going up and hitting the drive to get on the interstate. Well, it's been years and years and years. I've been over there and they redone it. Now you get the long drive to come back around to get on. So I turned left, wasn't even thinking. Dang God, the trooper got me right there. Didn't even see him sitting up there, you know. And he didn't give me no ticket. He asked me, he said, why did I turn that way? I said, man, I said, it's been a long time over, so I wasn't even thinking. I said, I was not even thinking. And I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. And he goes, well, what? I had Missouri tag. He said, well, what was you doing over here in Dyersburg? Like that's any of his business. But I told him, I said, hey, I went over here, told him who I was going to taxidermy. Yeah, I know him. He's a good guy. He does quality work. He said, yeah, I said, he just finished up a big bass for me, a 10-pounder. He goes, really? Can I see it? Like, yeah. And I showed it to him. He said, nice. He said, that's a beautiful bass. Where'd you catch that at? I said, at that time, I lived in Dyersburg, but I never took that exit out, come around this other side. We didn't live there very long. And I said, over at this place over here, this lake deal over here. And he said, nice, nice, nice. And anyway, that got me out of a ticket. He liked that bass. I'm working on the Winfield Dam, and the bald eagles are everywhere. They eating all kinds of fish. Oh, that's awesome. So that got me out of a ticket. He liked that bass. He let me go. He told me just don't ever do it again. I said, oh, don't worry about it. I ain't been to no. Yeah, I ain't been to Dyersburg in a long time. Or I haven't used that exit in Dyersburg in years because I always went to the back exit cut across. and and we I went over 3 times in a month, Dyersburg after that. So that's most I've been over here and used this exit and it's just I was single. Back exit. You can see a CP30 and R2D2 in the background back here. They're liking that big screen. I like it. I got to figure my picture quality's not that good. It told me that I was a 720, and I thought it was in that bigger one. So I've got to figure out how to change that back. Hmm. Got to figure out how I can change that back to what is it, 1080? 1080? All kinds of fish, he said. What he said, I ain't gonna turn that out, rip that out. I just got little screws of that cardboard in to rip that out. I'm doing emergency welding on a ballast tank that ruptured. Uh-oh. You ain't doing no emergency welding if you're standing here talking to us. Is it break time there? Too early to break, ain't it? Let's see, will that reach that? Let me see if I can. I gotta plug my phone in. Oh, there we go. Man, Jody's been sick. Poor thing. Hope she gets to feeling better. I guess she is feeling better because she said what? What'd she say, folks? She was going out fishing this weekend. You gonna fish Friday night, Saturday morning. Make sure you check your weather forecast before you go. It's at night, bro. 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. where they can shut down the light. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. I remember one time we were on the Mississippi River, they had a flood over there, and the guy said, "Well, I gotta have that welded." Well, there was water knee deep, 25 foot up from that where I need that welded at. I had my son with me, so I parked on the drive, run the cords over there. That 100 feet of cords. Hello, Miss Kennedy. Good morning. Ernie Bub, how you doing? And so I stood there in knee deep of water, welding. I think it was an old pivot. One of the stands busted or something. And they put it back in place, but they needed to weld it. And I told him, I said, if it was up to me, I'd go get a galvanized angle iron and bolt it in because galvanized is all bolted. I said, but I'll weld it. And I welded it knee deep of water. I told my son, I do not ever recommend you do that. But the river was coming up, and that guy needed that pivot turned to a certain position. And so I turned it. I fixed it for him. I welded it up. It paid me some good money too. Charged that booger $100 an hour. Well, blood pressure looks okay this morning. Yeah, my doctor's office called me about my blood work, and I wasn't feeling too sporty yesterday, so I laid down quite a bit. I got to call them back today and find out what they found out, what they know. Yeah, howdy there, Missy Kennedy. How is Missy Kennedy doing today? Hey, I hope your legs get better, buddy. Well, I'm telling y'all on this live, 116 over 77 and 84 polls. All right. On this live, the click through rate's been outrageous, man. It has been clicking back and forth constantly. I think we got 20 people here watching. Awesome. Y'all get your coffee. Come in here. Come in the chat. Give us something to talk about. Ernie's blood pressure's doing well. Said, how good. Missy, I'm not taking a handful of meds like I was. Well, that's good, Ernie. I think most of the medications do you more harm than good anyway. I got a bunch in this drawer right here, and I only take two at night. And there's a bunch of them that they said I was supposed to take. Well, I was taking all of them. Man, I felt bad all the time, so I quit taking all of them except for two, and I'm feeling better. Then when I go to the doctor and said, I ain't taking them, boy, they jumped all over my ass. Like, why ain't you? You're supposed to have that. Ernie said, Miss, maybe we get to fish with you this year. Yeah, I'm Indian. I'd rather eat from the woods. Look at her, baby. That's where we crapped all last year. Look at all the mushrooms. Let's get them. Yeah, some ginseng fertilized over there. Arnie, you got any ginseng up around you? You been out looking for ginseng? 150 miles from the Everglades. I can smell it burning this morning. What? Is it on fire? Are they trying to get snakes out? I know that they burnt some Everglades here a couple years ago or something like that, and that's just to try to control the snake population y'all got down there. You do? You ever go find any? Didn't they say this that how many leaves are on it or something like that is how big the plant is or something? So Missy, how's the new hobby? Missy got a new hobby? Yeah, that's the last time I seen them burn Everglades. That when they was trying to locate the snakes, run them out and stuff, and find them and try to get them out of there. All they take them things and do something with them. They don't ever say what they do with them. I don't know why they don't take them, make boots and belts out of them. The big ones. Get rid of them. They're not indigenous to the area. No, I have a 3-prong that I can hold in the palm of my hand. 27 acres, and they're not putting it out. Well, it's time to get rid of the old and come in with the new, I guess. Get some new stuff growing. It's in the Bible, impressed. Ah, Ernie getting ready to start another as soon as it comes in. Maybe there's people down there picking up all them pythons and boas and stuff that are running around down there that people that they got loose, getting rid of, getting them out of there. I heard that they were getting so bad they was going in town to people's houses and stuff. You let it keep up warm up here, and them suckers make their way up here. They'll be eliminated. There'll be people out here shooting the crap out of them. They'll get rid of them. I got to paint my 12s this year. Arnie wants to see. Arnie wants to see. I mean, I don't even know what you mean by your 12s. I will take any snake out. Not me. If it's a garter snake, king snake, a harmless snake, blue racer, I'm not fooling with it. The poisonous snakes, there's so many other snakes that eat mice and stuff like that. That we don't need them poisonous snakes. Why do we need a poisonous snake for? They serve no purpose. 12-foot rods I had as a teen. Oh, so Missy's building rods. I already don't need any more rods. They got a ton of rods. This build is all West Virginia theme. Oh, cool. What the heck is he doing in there? He's doing something in there. You know, they had their Valentine's party up here for the little kids and stuff like that. And they had to bring their Valentine's box. The kids put Valentine's in. Hold on, I'll show you what my grandson got. His mama made it. Hold on, I'll show you what. I have to keep it put up because the youngest will try to rip everything off, but she's done ripped this one off. We got to be glued back on. But check this out. This is cool right here. Okay, you got to imagine it's Five Nights at Freddy. This right here, she broke off. Check this out. She made this right here. Got his little name on it right there. She made that. Ain't that cool? Five Nights at Freddy. But this here is supposed to be glued down right there. That's where it's supposed to be at, but it's got to be re-glued back down. I put it up for him, and it's full of Valentine's stuff. But yeah, she made that for him, so he takes it to school. It's pretty cool, ain't it? Ain't that cool? Five Nights at Freddy. My daughter's good art. She can put stuff together. I love making jigs. I never thought I would find anything I like as much as making jigs, but I love rod building too. Yeah, you and Lou should be talking about that rod building stuff. He likes making them rods too. He loves that epoxy part. Oh, now he's in there whistling like a bird. Oh, hello, Jax. Hi, Jax. How's Jax doing? I've been watching your videos. It just gives me the giggles. I've been looking at Rod Blank's called Rain Shadow. A little pricey though. Lou, where you at? They're talking about rod building. That's right up your alley, buddy. Well, look at on my screen. Good morning. Just woke up. Ain't nothing going on up there. Ah, I'm doing as good as I can be. I'll go for an MRI on my lower back tomorrow to see if they can figure out what's wrong. Because I'm pretty sure my knee's not messed up. I think it's my lower back. It's severely got a nerve pinched or something that's causing severe pain in my knee. But we're gonna get that out of the way. They're gonna check that. They sent me a deal to register online so I can register ahead of time, and I've never registered like this before. And all it was to tell me what the MRI is $4,000, and they're charging me $73 after insurance. Good Lord, $4,000 for an MRI. Whew. So I've got something wrong down there. I got a knot back here and on my back, and it's painful, but not as painful what my knee is. My God, my knees hurt so bad. Hey, Mr. Sampson, good morning. So I'm gonna have the MRI done, and so I'm probably looking at another back surgery, which will be my third back surgery. They wanted to do back surgery here not too long ago, but they wanted to fuse my whole spine. And I said, "You ain't ripping me from head to ass. That's not happening." No, because they would go in and fuse my spine, then go in through here and fuse the top part. And I'm like, "Nah, you ain't doing that." Yeah, how is Mr. Sampson doing this morning? But if they can't find nothing there, which I'm pretty sure they will, they'll schedule me. I think it's an orthopedic surgeon to check my knee out, and he'll probably get one done on my knee. I hope they can make you feel better. They ain't never gonna make me feel better. Ain't nothing they can do to make me feel better. That's for sure. They tried. Jackson, I've been in pain for damn near 20 years. Uh, Sometimes extreme pain, sometimes but it's always painful. It never lets up. Doing good, Rustic. It's raining here. Ooh, it's raining here a little bit. I need speakers and a cam for a new PC. I need a computer. I don't have a computer. uh, but yeah, Jax, there ain't nothing they can do. I mean, the only thing they wanted to give me pain pills, and I refused to take. Uh, I don't want to go through my life like not knowing what's going on. And if you watch me live, uh, when I'm fishing, you can tell it ain't the fact of getting old. It's the fact that I was injured back when I was 35 years old. I was severely injured. Uh, it's what was I saying? Oh, when I'm on my live and I'm fishing, you can tell when I'm doing pretty good, and then you can tell when I'm hurt. And just by the way I walk, I don't notice it, but other people's notice it and said, "Man, you're limping bad today." Well, yeah, that's because I'm hurt. I mean, it's just really hurting. But hey, I'm here. You still look good, huh? You better put your glasses on. Oh yeah. What's up, Chad Thomason? Morning. But they'll figure out something wrong. I got to figure something. See, year before last, I was fishing on the Mississippi River over there, and I think my sinker got caught up, and I couldn't get loose. So I walked up the bank here and it had drop off on the rocks in the flat prevent sitting there, and the rocks gave way, and I jumped onto my right leg, and I was skipping across there till I fell, and then a rock. My knee landed on a rock, and through my blue jeans, it cut my leg open, and I didn't know it till after I got home, and it was right there across that kneecap, and I've had pain in it ever since, but now it's extremely bad. So it's either going to be my knee or my lower back, and I'm hoping it's my lower back because man, that knee surgery sucks, boy. You can't hardly do nothing. It's extremely painful when you try to get up, and the back pain. It's only hard when you first get up. After you're up, you're all right. At least you can walk. I mean, so I don't know if that skipping has torn my ligament or something. I don't know. We're going to find out. But first things first, got to get this took care of. I got to get my new transmission lines ordered, get them put in the van because I still have plans of going to Indiana and panning for gold. That's one thing that I am going to do. I mean, if I had to have surgery after that, then so be it. But I've got to get my skipjack caught, and then I'm gonna go do that. At least if I don't ever get the chance to go back doing it again, at least I can say I've done it. Jackson UK said I hurt my back knee by climbing into the hole. Oops. I hurt my back knee climbing into the hole. He gonna say nothing. I can say something. Ah, y'all don't know it. Jax is my favorite UK lady right there now. She's the best. Uh, that teach me by exploring. Hey, can't discover the new places. I like watching your videos and your lives and premiere stuff. When you're searching in places, I just wish you would take some protection, because you never know when one of them homeless crackheads are going to jump out on you. Uh, some of them places look real sketchy. Especially that one where you seen that show where somebody's been in there because they've been building a fire in there. Man, is that wind blowing right there? I think I really can't tell through this window. Might be getting some dust, but I don't really see nothing. It ain't raining now. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. I can come there. I can be your bodyguard. You people see me, they don't mess with me. They don't. Because they damn sure ain't gonna pick me up and throw me. If they do, they'll be getting back surgery for sure. Now they say, folks, it's a whole lot of ass. If they try to throw me. Yeah, yeah, we're getting some gusty winds because every night and I hear the wind chimes go off out there. I love the sound of the wind chimes, boy. Said I don't know how to send you pics, Rustic. Well, you can email them at Rustic Outdoors or Outdoors Rustic. Which one is Outdoors Rustic at gmail.com? Or you can do it on Facebook Messenger. Rustic Outdoors. Go to the pics of the rods you're doing. I bet they're cool. The weather has warmed up a little bit. Well, it goes from extreme 24 degrees one day, 70 the next. And then it'd be 60s, 50s, then down in the teens or low 20s, and then boom back up to 40s, 50s, 60s, or jump straight up to 70. And today it's supposed to be in the 60s. It is 49 degrees uh, right now. It's supposed to be up, I think it's 60 today or something like that. Uh, Cloudy, overcast. It was sprinkling rain, it was raining and quit, but we're supposed to get more. Hey, Shirley T. Good morning, Shirley. You want me to send pics of Rod's Missy? How does Timu have my email address, but Missy don't? That's weird. I don't think I ever give Timu my email address. So we got spring here now, thank God. Yeah, y'all been cold here for a little bit. I've been watching oh shit. I've been watching him fish over there, and he was cold, and then a few days it's been warm. Oh, Missy sent a photo. Awesome. I'll look at it here in a minute. If I go in and look at it now, I have to leave, reboot my phone, and come back, re-optimize. I'll look at it and respond back to you. Our spring should be coming along and within like, what's this, a couple more days in this month. Today's what, the 26th? Got 27 tomorrow, 28 Saturday. Sunday's the 1st of March. So around mid, late March, 1st of April, our spring comes in, starts coming in. I mean, we're still gonna have some cooler temperatures, but at least it won't be it should not be as cold as what's been. The rods are sweet. Yeah, she sent me a picture. I'll look at it. Are you selling them, Missy? Are you selling them rods or lovely flowers coming in now? Well, our first flowers that come up here is Easter lilies. and I have not seen none yet. But that doesn't mean they each started because it's been so warm. But then as soon as it warms up, boom, the ground freezes right back over because we get several days of well below freezing temperature. Love the camo. Have you seen the B&M rods? The B&M's got two catfish rods now. They're camo. I think one's like an orange and black camo, and the other one's like a green, red, and black camo or green camo. I seen them down there when we went to Cruisy Jig, and man, I warned them, but I wasn't willing to spend that much money at that time. And I love B&M rods. I asked them if they had any like 10-footers. They said, no. If you had two 10-footers in that, that'd be nice. Good looking rods and real light. I said, no, I don't look much. If I look and I like, I can't buy it. I hear that. I'm same boat there, Ernie. All the robbers are gone from here. The warrant is just around the corner. Yeah, it's because all the robins that come up here. We got tons of them up here now. Red-breasted robins. I just started rusted. Those are my first green. Was my first, and the black, red, and silver marbling is second. Okay. I know it gets expensive trying to ship them things out to people, stuff, but if you sell them, make the people pay shipping always. And make sure you charge them it's going to cover the packaging materials. Oh, I window shop all the time. I daydream. Joe Machismo. Good morning. Morning, Joe. Oh my. Machismo. Good morning there, Joe. Welcome in. Yeah, Missy, I got that nasty cough too. A bunch of people around here got it right now. Bunch of people. All right, Ernie. Uh, even the guy that does my mechanic work over here, he got it. I noticed yesterday. I had to take the old fishing van over there, and I had no choice because I had a flat tire on the front. I aired it up, and it stayed aired up, and I got to spraying it down, and it looked like it had a giant nail, and it turned out to be a screw. So I had to get the front tire fixed. And I said, "Hey, my back tire's been going low ever since we've had this. New tire put on." And I think what happened was when the deal caught the sensor inside the tire. And anyway, we checked and sprayed it. And I told him, I said, you might need to put about 40 pounds of air in there to figure it out. Because that's the I've sprayed and I can't find it. So put 40 in there, check, and he did. And on the sensor on the outside, it's got this aluminum uh, threaded deal. It's about that long. It just goes over it and it screws down to it to hold the sensor in there and to hold that rubber seal. He pulled it off and had a crack in it. So I told him, don't put a new sensor in, just put a regular valve stem in there. Let's go with it. That's what he done. So I had to get two tires fixed. Because I told him I ain't buying new tires. These tires are brand new. I just put them on here. So I put them on there right before I went to J Dogs last year. And I haven't been nowhere else. Yeah, that cough, man, I've had it ever since winter started. And that's kind of hard to get rid of. But a lot of it's mine sinuses draining. That's a lot of problem right here. People with their sinuses draining. But anyway, I had to get two tires fixed. It seems like ever since I wanted to go to up to northern Indiana up there to pan for gold, everything has been against me. I got to get these two tires fixed. I got to get this MRI done. Something wrong with my back, and that's going to cost me. I got to replace the transmission lines on that thing. All of a sudden, they start pouring oil out. I'm like, oh. And a couple more things come up, and I'm like, I guess it's not meant for me to go. I don't know, man. I wanted to bad, and I'm gonna try my best to get up there. But if it don't happen, it don't happen. I might have to put it off to later in the year. But I knew if I go up in May, there won't be as many people there doing it, and like it is during the summer and towards the end. So, which I might have to postpone it for a while. But I'm gonna tell you, this month of February has cost me a lot. My hot water heater went out. I've got to replace it. That's $700, four to $700, depending on which two I get. And I haven't replaced it yet. Got to replace the floor in the living room this year. I know I'm going to have to replace the floor of the hot water heater. That's going to suck. Because every cabinet in that kitchen's got to come out to redo all that floor. I think it'd be better just to move out and tear some of it down, put a trailer in. I'm telling you, live in a tent or something. Jackson saying, hello to everybody. Got a blanket hello. But we're still enjoying life. Part of it, I guess. You can't be going good for so many years and all of a sudden not have bad ones. Oh, that was a shock to my leg. But tomorrow I will be, as soon as I get done with the hospital, I will, if nothing comes up, I will be out there trout fishing. I'm going to throw some of this pink dough bait out there. See if they'll hit that. Last year didn't do too good on it. Now I can go to Branson, throw that right there, out there in that river, because that is a river off that lake up yonder. And man, you catch the crap out of them. I love that shit. But I'm just curious if they will hit. I've got these deals right here in this bag right here. Let me get them out and I'll show you. Because I'm curious if I could fool them. I fooled them with a styrofoam floater. Let me see. I got these for skipjack. And skipjack, man, it's iffy with that thing. But here's one of the smaller ones. All right, let me pinch it right here in the end, right here. See the little curly tail that I got for skipjack? Crappie love them too. But if you look real close, it's got them round. It's rounded right there. So I took on every second one. I've cut them with a pair of scissors until it got down to the thin part. So I'm gonna put a couple of them on there, throw them out there, and move it along there and see if they'll hit it. I guarantee you they're gonna hit that. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. Usually the only good power bait does for me is the white power bait. That's pretty good for crappie bluegill. Yep, crappie likes white and they like brown. That I do know. They like white and they like brown. What size is the big egg-shaped clipped-on bobber? Why? What size is the big egg-shaped clipped-on bobber? Why? Got me, Ernie. But anyway, I'm gonna take one of them little jewels right there. and I've cut them down. You see them right there. Oh, let me get over here. It's just a little round, just rounded around that jig head right there. And I think they're going to hit that. Peach salmon power bait. Salmon power bait. Yep. I still don't know what you're talking about. I use cigar sinkers, cigar floats, slip floaters. That's what I use. Uh, I use the now sometimes when I'm fishing with it, real light like stuff, I'll use a little trout float. But I like the slip floater setup. I use these little line slip floater stops. They're little balls. You get when you buy these, like I had to tell my brother all the time. He said they're too big. It's like I said, you what if you're using 6 pound test line? Get them that rates for 6 pound. You want them to fit that size line where it fits tight. Don't go out here and get one for 20 pound test line and expect it to fit tight on a 6 pound test line. Sometimes I'll take a little sinker like it right there and I'll put it on a little swivel. And this right here above that swivel, so that way it'll hold it down a little bit, but the bait will float a little. Sometimes I throw a road runner at it. But I can't wait to get back up towards Branson up there. I'm going to explore some I use the slip floaters when they're deep, when shallow. I love using a little egg shaped bobber jig and popping jigs on it. Yeah. They sell them at Old Dutchman at Hoover. They don't have a regular box, so I can get side or company name to order some. Or if you're looking for whatever you're looking for, look it up on Amazon. Type in what you want and it'll pop up. Guarantee it. If you're wanting cigar floats, you just type in cigar floats. Where can I buy bulk cigar floats? And it'll pop up. I use slip floaters, man, for everything. I can have it strung out that far and just zip it where I want it to. If you got one to clip on, you got 8 feet of line or 6 feet of line, you can't get it out that far. If you do, it's going to wrap all up. Yeah, hold on a second. I got to look for something. I just got a text message to go look at something. Let me see if it's here. Well, you need to call your Mimi and tell them you got it. No, she don't, because she just messaged me and asked me if it's here. Uh, Good night, movies. Stuck. Somebody said something about stuck. Jax, I'm off exploring with Mon Saturday. See if I get stuck. I hope you don't. Ernie says something I did, but I don't know what size it is. See, Ernie, you have to send me a picture of what you were talking about because I don't know what you're talking about with the egg on it. Yeah, hold on a second here. Ernie, are you being egg shaped? Leave my phone to myself. Oh, no. Ernie, you mean the egg shaped floater that they use for catfishing? Something like Michael Burkhart uses? That's the only thing I can think of. Egg shaped. Now uh they do have those in different size lengths. You go by the lengths. The longer the length of them are, they're big. You can get 2 inch or something like that. Yeah, like Joe says, what are you fishing with egg fishing poppers? How much weight are you using? All right, Jax. Appreciate you coming in. You be safe out there. Oh, I know what you're talking about. They look like eggs. They got the little, yeah, you can still buy them at Walmart. They're foamed. Mm, you got the little yellow plastic that goes through it. You get them at Walmart. Remember, said he is the skipjack king. I don't use floats for that. Ernie, you'd be better off with a slip floater setup. At least you can adjust your depth, but the floater would go down to where your sinkers are. You look clip on sinkers, and it won't go no way. You can throw it out easier, and then it would pull it down to the depth you want. Because sometimes I have fixed it where I've had to go 12 foot deep to catch crappie, and you cannot throw a 12 foot line out like that. I don't use floaters for the walleye. When I went, I was up there, and we drug baits behind the boat down deep. We had a certain type of size egg sinker that would get it down to, well, at the depth we was pulling. But I just showed you those float stops. You can get them on Temu real cheap. You can get them at Walmart, but you have to look at the size to fit the line you're going to throw. If you don't, then your floater will slide up. Temu size, extra small. Yeah, it gives you different sizes if they got them available. That's where those came from. 1,000 of them. I won them off Temu. Won them off playing the game. I was a happy little lark when I won those. Yeah, I need those. Mommy River for walleyes, but I don't have no one to go with me. Don't need waders, just wear your shorts. You get out of that cold water, your legs be that big around. They'd be thrown out that cold water. None of that water while I run is cold. Yeah, while I like cold water. I ordered like 2,000 catfish and carp. So I don't use a floater for carp. Uh, I like to see that rod get smashed, man. But catfish ones, Michael Burkhart uses the stops that I would like to get my hands on. I've tried contacting him, asked man, where I need some of them stops for my for line because I want to make up this one type of rig, but I gotta have them type of stops, and I just can't find them. I haven't been but one time since I moved from. I haven't been one time since I moved down here. Well, Ernie, just got to pack up and go, dude. Said, by God, I'm going walleye fishing today, and that's all. Tomorrow, that's just what's going to be. And Miss Chrissy grabbed you like it's right here and said, yeah, you taking me bluegill fishing, boy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll go walleye fishing another time. Yeah, it always works like that, Ernie. It always works like that. It's just crap gets in the way sometimes. You just got to go around and like keep going. It's the problem. A bunch of us got a conscience, and we always look back, so we turn around and go back to take care of what we got to take care of. I'm just waiting for that city pond up there in Sykeston to go down enough where I can see that Christmas tree this summer. And I'm going up there. And I'll wade my butt out there in a pair of shorts, and I'm gonna grab that Christmas tree up, and I'm taking my Roadrunner jig back off there that I'm catching them trout with. That was the only thing I would catch trout on real good constantly. Them other ones I got are not like that. I can't find that one because it's an older style. Man, that thing works great, boy. They'd come by there and then walleye come over, slam that dude, boy. And I like catching them like that too, because that treble hook catches them and it's easy to get it out of. They don't try to do all that. That's why when I'm fishing with that slip floater set up, I am moving it. So when they come up here, I can every once in a while they'll get a hook down into here, then I'll have to cut the deal to get it out. But other than that, I'd release them back. Always release them unharmed. She thinks I'm going to get hurt or something. Like, don't matter if it's your time, no one is stopping it. He says she's gonna fall and not be able to get up out of that water. You understand that? Them rocks, it's pretty rocky. Joe said I used to have pretty good luck with rooster tails for trout. I haven't been trout fishing for years though. Where you at, Joe? I got into it this year and I caught some good trout on rooster tails on the one that I had. And I found it when I was in Branson, laying on the ground, right up on the bank. I was catfishing. And it was just laying. I said, what is that? I just had to see something like green. And I looked down there and there it was, and I put it up. Never used it. And I've had it for 3 years, never used it. Finally, I said, I'm going to throw these to see what happens. In Kentucky. I didn't know there was trout in Kentucky. Is there trout in Kentucky? I got a 5 pound shell cat on a lime green with black spots. I got one of those that I've been catching some on, not very many. Man, this coffee's amazing today. Coffee's always amazing. Uh, I'll show you what I got here. I still got them. I mean, see, I took this one to try to mimic it. It's pretty close, but the weight's not as big. And I went and got some of that, uh, like a chartreuse high vis green, and I sprayed like a lime, and I sprayed that, and I sprayed the feathers because the feathers were white, and the other one was all that color, but it had the gold blade on it. This has got the chrome blade, so I might need to change that blade out. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but figure something out. But this thing right here, I guess because the way the feathers are, they just ain't gonna hit it. And so I've got this one right here, Ernie. This is the one I've been catching. What I've been catching on. It's got a little bitty treble hook on the bag, which I like. Put that right there. It's got the I think yeah, it's got the gold blade. Oh, here we go. It's got the black spots on it. So there. Then I've got this one. I have yet to catch anyone on it. It's pink and silver. Got a silver blade. I ain't caught nothing on that yet. But here's that one I'm fixing to put on there. It's got that little balls on there. So there. Got the little rubber with the jig I just tore up. I think they're gonna smash that right there. The spots on mine was like overspray. This here's got like this black dots like pepper. Basic crappie and bluegill fish nowadays. Hard to keep the grandkids excited fishing for anything else. Yeah, teach them on bluegill, raise them on bluegill, and move them on up. They say, "Hey, I'm going catfishing." Well, can we go? Now we're just going to throw out. We have to wait on the bite. It ain't like bluegill fishing. And then when they find it boring, but once they catch a catfish and they feel that fight, they'll. Yeah, our Walmart's got them on sale for $1 each, but it's off-brand colors that won't catch crap. Now I did have a white one. I lost it. It was a white one. It had the longer weight on it. Now I was catching every now and then a trout on it, but it was a bigger rooster tail. I can 6 pound test line. I can zing it way out there and just reel it back in. But this year it's been such a warm winter that that pond out there has so much moss growth in it. It's unreal, and I can't figure out why in the world would that be growing in the wintertime like that. Usually that don't grow until the spring and the summer. And when that moss gets on there, it just stops that blade from spinning, and then you won't get nothing. Like today, I've got to get my stuff ready for tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going trout fishing tomorrow, so the skipjack freezer is empty. Yep, mine's empty. I'm going to try to start going about mid end of second, about the third week in March. That's when I'm going to try to start going. That's when I'm going to start going to get my skipjack. And I know River Rat, you're in here. Rat Rod, I know he wants two. He'll take two. I told you. You mentioned skipjack. He'll take two, please. Oh, Rat Rod. If you could use them up there, man, I don't know. I can't send them up there. I don't think they'd make it up there without running that far. It cost a fortune, man, to send them, man. I've sent 2 boxes of them things out. Same boxes, same coolers, same ice packs, same amount of fish. I weighed them, made the same weight. I sent one that way, I think it's to Oklahoma, maybe. Then I sent one to Ohio, and the one I sent to Ohio was way higher. It was, oh my God. It was up there. Like, what is the difference, man? I sent seeds to Danimals, cost me $8. That's not bad. It depends on how much. I mean, the prices have gone up. I know that's box about this size right here that you would send like a reel in or something was $10. Now it's 20 something dollars. Then the little thinner one now is $10, which was about $8 or $9 before. I've sent uh, bake towels out in yellow envelopes. I'd buy the yellow envelopes from Dollar General, uh, put them in there, bake towels now, mail them out, and it was like $4 a package. A week later, I sent out a couple more, and it was like $6, $7 a package. What's the damn difference? It ain't going up that much. The mail's supposed to be one rate and one rate only. And the price of stamp now, just a little bitty old stamp now is getting outrageous. That's when I sent seeds. I got a bunch of seeds here. My daughters want me to plant. She can plant them. I ain't planting them. I'll plant lettuce and celery and all that crap in there, and she will not eat it. She will not pick it. I know as well as I'm sitting here. I'm not really wanting to tear my yard up for a garden. I'm really not wanting to. Joe said I started a bunch of seeds yesterday. I had some moonflowers, big white blooms. Awesome. Well, it's like this here. She wanted me to go and I can't wait for spring so I can get back in the garden. I'm so tired of winter. I didn't mind messing with the garden when I had nothing else to do. Uh, oh, she wanted me to go buy this little potting trays and all that stuff and start these seeds. They said, why? If you're going to tiller that part of the yard and we get the grass out of it, tiller it up, make beds and stuff, just scatter seed on it, let it come up. I said, I did that one year with tomatoes and uh, what was that? Tomatoes, squash, cantaloupe, and something else. And everything when I got where the ground was warm, it was perfect. And I transplanted every bit of it died. I think I can do it again. But I won't do it again. Yeah, well, spring. Yep. I'm tired of winter too. Well, I hope she has a good appointment, gets good results. I go tomorrow for my MRI, so I don't know when I'm gonna get them results back. But we'll just have to wait and see. So you have a good one there, Rat Rod. Man, but I'm going trout fishing tomorrow. Because I know between now and if I had to have back surgery, I'm going to get some fishing in. Down East Tackle is sending me some stuff. Damn sure going to get some catfishing in. I'm going to try this stuff out. I have seeds for little tomatoes that's passed down 100 years. I have seed for little tomatoes that was passed down 100 years. Oh, a lot of people's growing stuff now in 5-gallon buckets. A lot of people. They can take that plant, move it out of the bad weather, move it out there when it's nice and pretty. Get a little bit of water going with it. I know a lot of people grow corn in bucket too. They'll put 4 seed of corn in there in that 5-gallon bucket and grow it. Joe says the weather straightens up, I should be catching some early spring crappie in a couple of weeks. Oh man, I think sometime in April our crappie should be getting on there. But then again, with this warmer weather, if the water warms up early, they'll come in early. Like I said, I have went out there when they was trying to, you know how they stage right off a little bit deeper water, and I caught giants, big pound and a half, 2 pound crappie, uh, 13 to 15 to 18 inch crappie, somewhere around there, big ones, big slabs. And it was so cold. You had gloves, the hood on, thick overalls, and you're throwing out there, catch them, and 4 foot, boom, pull them out constantly. And that was dead of winter. I don't know why they piled up like that, but man, they were. They come time to catch them on the bank, you couldn't hardly catch them. Nobody wants them. Middle of March, I used to catch them in a feeder stream that feeds into a river lake. Then about 3 weeks later, we catch them real good on the main lake. I usually catch some good black crappie. I mean, they're from my tip of my finger, and some of them even hang down to here. I mean, I'll hold them on my fingers and they'll go down to here. 13, 14 inch crappie, big black males, big males, a lot of them 12, 10, 11s. And and I keep all the males and the females. If I catch a big female, she's going back. I'll put her back in because she's going to attract food and she's going to have eggs. But I was up there at the lake fishing one time, and I've been up there for 3 days. We had a camper up there. I was up there for 3 days, 4 days. I thought, man, maybe the spawn ain't going to hit till later on. I need to go home and wash my clothes and get some more food to come back up. And I was sitting there that morning, and I said, well, when it gets dark, I'll close up, go to camp, close up, and I'll go on home. But I'm gonna fish it out today, see what happens. Man, about an hour and a half before dark, maybe an hour. All of a sudden, that water was calm. The bank lit up. These black males were coming up to the shallow water, and their backs were that high of the water, all the way down through there, just all the way down. And you just throw out there. You wouldn't throw out there no deeper than what that pencil is long. You get your floater up here, got your jig tied on there. You start working it back. You throw it up as soon as it hit, pull them out of there. Catch them 30 just like that. Go to the camper. Clean them up. So I'm gonna stay another night. Go out there next morning. Boop, 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 catch them again. But that was the most amazing thing I ever seen. At them fish uh, come up at that bank like that, and their big old black backs were sticking out of the water that high. I'm talking about they were that wide, and man, they down that bank. Like it just somebody hit a light switch and turned them on. Because I've been fishing through there, catching one every now and then, not every great now and then, all day. Went and ate dinner, came back, and every great now and then I'd hang up on one and get it in. And then all of a sudden, it just pow, pow, pow. Most Lake Kentucky put a size limit a couple years ago. They did one up here, What Pillow, they put a size limit on. It used to be 8 inch. They went to 9. There used to be no size limit. Then they went to 8. Then they went to 9. And now they've got it to where you can keep 15 over 9 and 15 under 9, or you can keep 30 under 9. So 39, 40, water temp, Lake Logan Rock, 33. Is that what it is right now? Well, that's cold, ain't it? Look at Gigability rubbing it in there, Ernie. Ernie said, I won't keep crappie unless they're 14 inches. Bullshit. I'm sorry, Ernie. Hey, if that crappie's 10, 11 inches, that's some of the best eating, boy. I'll keep it here, dude. I'll keep a male if it's 14 inch, but female, I'm not. I'll throw them back because they might be they're reproducers. And but because they can always find a male, a small male would fertilize them eggs. But 10, 11, 12 inch crappie is the best eating, man. Coach Phil could got that victory at a lot of fish died. Wow, yeah, I heard about that. Not enough meat to take a fish. Yeah, there is on a 10, 11, 12 inch thick back male crappie. Oh yeah. Females and white crappie males now, not that much, but the blacks, boy, yeah. Crappie over 10 is fine. Really nice fillets on them. Yep. I would rather keep them. The meat's firmer. It hasn't been in the water as long, and it's just better tasting. Mostly snook. Yeah, I heard you had a fish kill off down there. We've had several places here in Kentucky and Tennessee's had a shad kill off. Uh, where in the heck was I fishing at? Uh, up here, Mont Pello, I think it was last week or something like that. When I went up there and met my son up there you can see shad floating down. There was shad dying, and they were floating down. There's one boy from my son, grandson of shad, brought him down there, laid down. He said, we're going to do catfish later. I said, not with them shad, you're not. So them things done turned pale white and just soft and rotten. You ain't gonna catch none with them. You can't get that on a hook. In the water too long. Not here, they skinny. People have been burning the catfish up at the catfish tear them up for the fresh shad kills. When I go, I'll go live if I get one. I'll show you how skinny they are. I might not skinny they are. If it's 10, 11, 12 inch crappie, it's still a good sized crappie. People said, how do you know how you keep one? I said, well, if you can put a golf ball in his mouth, he's over 9 inches long. He's a 10-inch crappie, 10, 11 inch crappie. You put that golf ball in his mouth. Now, I'd have to ask Michael Burkhart about, he's about 3 hours from me. about that part of Tennessee. And then if I want to know around Chattanooga, I get fishing with Big Mike. I'll ask him. Then I think you got what? Bobcat Outdoors, Daryl. They fish over. Jody fishes in Tennessee. Yeah, it would be a food source problem. There's not enough bait in there for them to eat to get fat on. If you're going to see a fish when Ernie goes, it's going to be because Miss Chrissy caught it. We all know who the fisherman in that family is. Ernie likes to find a pole and start dancing. Miss Chrissy's over saying, "Would you quit that? I'm trying to fish here." I see them try to eat a chub minnow I use for cats. People here is takers. They don't care about tomorrow. Oh, Ernie, they're like that everywhere here. They think them fish are going to be plentiful forever. But hey, if you buy the license and the gear and you go fishing, you're doing everything that's legal. And if you catch it, do what you want to with it. I mean, just because I would love to see you throw that great big ones back to not only get bigger, but they produce more eggs. Then hey, you caught it, you keep it. Do what you want to with it. I heard my name. There's Big Mike. Yep, Big Mike can tell you about if there's a shad kill off on the part of the Tennessee he fishes in. How you doing, Mike? Good morning. I had crappie eating golden shiners meant for bass, 6-inch shiners. Down here, especially on our lake, the smaller that minnow is, the more you get, the more the crappie like it. I mean, I've seen it on a couple of times where the bigger the shiner, the better the crappie is. But most times it's small. I mean, real small, and you'll catch giants. They'll hit the thing. I usually don't use minnows. I'm a jig guy. I like fishing with black and chartreuse, red chartreuse jigs. I just like them jigs. RDNR don't care. Hard to get bait for cats. You were up on the TV. Oh, Mike said you were up on TV. You must be at home. Well, you gotta go deer blind for, Ernie. Got a deer walking up out there. Get him, Ernie. Get him. Shoot him. Shoot him. I got one rod set up for crappie fishing. It's the same one I use for trout fishing. Got 6-pound test line on it, so I'll just use it. The other one, I got it set up for skipjack. I'm really not wanting to cut it. I want to leave it. So I might just take that one rod and just do what I need to do. Just enjoy the day and just take it easy and fish. And it's supposed to be pretty nice tomorrow, so I'll go up there, and if that bench is open up there, I'll get that bench, and we'll sit on that bench and we'll just fish, folks. Do like we did last time. Put the tripod right between me and the water, have it facing out to the water so y'all can see where I'm throwing, and I catch them. Y'all get the view of the fish coming in, and I can reach that. Whoa, Mike said he got right. I thought all of it went north and went around. I missed it when anything went that way. They must have went north and circled around or something. Getting close, ready, going up to New York tomorrow. I pray for you. You go to New York. You taking your excavator up there, grabbing that trash and putting it in trucks for them? Oh my gosh. New York. I have to call you a New Yorker now. Is that a New Yorker? Go up there and say hi to Double J. J and stuff. Yeah, go up there and say hi to Double J up there. I ain't seen him in a while. What are you gonna do in New York? Y'all going to a seminar up there, or Man, I wouldn't go there for crap right now. They got tons of snow up there. Oh my God, they got tons of snow up there. Only for a few days, be back Monday. I hope you come back safely and get there safely too. Because man, they are talking about the oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. Sorry to hear that. They got a ton of snow up there. I usually watch Gutfeld. I don't watch it that night, but I watch it next morning when I wake up drinking my coffee. And they had a show Monday, had 8 people that made it to the audience, and they had 8 people sitting out there watching while they done the show. And he said it's because the snow was so bad up there, people couldn't get out. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Mike. Be safe going up there and back. Yeah. Mike probably get up there, and as soon as he starts leaving, he can't get out there fast enough. Get out of New York. Mm. Y'all probably not going in all. You're not going to the city of New York, are you? Just going into the state part of it. Yeah, it's life. I've had friends that went to New York back when it was pretty decent. What is he doing in Elmira, New York? Don't know where that's at. I can't say I know where that's at. I don't know nothing about that place up there. But hopefully it ain't up by no major city. Just be careful, buddy. You and the family. I could put that in my bag. That to one side. We're gonna put this over here. I looked at our Walmart and they don't have if they got anything, they don't have nothing for trout except for uh roadrunners. I had to get topped off I had to get top off my other tripod. When me and my son was up there fishing, I'm up held a meeting fish with top fishing up there. I pulled my tripod out. I guess my granddaughter got back here in the back of the van or something and actually stepped on it or something. I don't know. I could have hit it, banged it, or it could have just something rolled over on. I don't know. Uh, so when I got up there, it's got the part that you screw it down and hold the phone. It's got the piece on the back of it that mounts to the tripod. Well, that piece broke. Now I rubber banded. Well, the wind got up, took it over and finished it off, and it was just dangling. Well, when I got home, I got to looking at it. I thought, well, I don't need that back piece, so I took it off, looked, had the screw and holding it at the bottom of it. I said, well, put it right back on there. Works like a charm. It just don't stick out as far now. That's what it did. Which I'm grateful for that because it does when it sticks out too far, it makes the tripod heavier on one side. I got all kinds of parts of tripods in here. I'm rough on them, I guess. This one right here's got 8 finishing nails that long bent around holding the legs together. It's got zip ties on one side. They just don't build crap like this, and I can't afford to go a nice, expensive aluminum one. It would break my heart. I'd get madder than heck if I bent that aluminum one. Can't fix that one. Duct tape, yep, duct tape, metal wire. I had to add this to get knob out of it, to get knob out of live stream. Be right back. Throwing the clothes in the wash. I got to do that today too. I have definitely got to do that today. Yep, Joe. Duct tape, metal wire. I ain't lying. It's. When I went live on Hog, my phone was duct taped to a stick. That's that one day you was out there in the boat, you was catching the hell out of that fish with you, taking them off fast, man. Like that constantly. Like he's done that for a while. Hold on, I'll show you mine. Mine's in bad shape. One of these days I'll get to mine and find one. Another one. But hell yeah, this is gonna have to do it. I'll show you this. Don't y'all laugh. All right, where we at? We're right here. You can see I got finishing nails all the way around this dude. And I'm telling you, the top and the bottom, just to hold them bars in. And they go all the way around. And then up here, I ain't lying, I know a lot of people, man. I got zip ties and everything like that. Drilled a hole here, the holes here, and I put them zip ties because it broke out right here. And then this top part, I got it mounted directly to that centerpiece right there because the back part that comes off here that made this up higher broke right across the bottom of it. So, it's in bad shape. It's in bad shape. I think I got a roll of duct tape in every vehicle, tractor, toolbox, boat. And we drove back when I drove tractors in our toolbox. It always had a roll of duct tape in the cab. Always. You'd be going through there planting, man, and you got these air controlled seed, drops of seed in the air and vacuum stuff, vacuum drills and all that stuff like that. Man, you got to get back here with that. Be rubbing all day long. You get back here to wear a hole in it and tape it up. Got a leaky hydraulic line, tape it up. I can't keep this daggum thing close. Tape it up. Said, oh crap, I tore the crotch of my pants, ripped them, but tape it up. I miss them days, man, driving tractor. Only other thing I used to carry duct tape in my truck, but I don't think on my boat I don't have none. I ain't got none in it. Carried electric tape, electrical tape, put that in there, but never duct tape in. Roll wire. Huh. Like bring back the old days. I broke rods out fishing, duct taped them back together and kept fishing. I done that. Went back to the camper. In the camper we had rolled duct tape. I went back to the camper and I duct tape rods back together. Broke my back when I wore glasses. I duct taped them. When I get home, super glued them. I would take sewing thread, tie it to it, and I'd wrap it real tight, hold it in place, and put super glue on, get it all nice. Then you couldn't bend the arm down, but boy, you still wear your glasses. Look better than that duct tape. Well, so once you buy you some new glasses, well, these just work just fine. Like I got a pair right now. Before I had the LASIK done on my eyes because of the cataracts. Uh, I just got done. Haven't had them a week. A pair of $700-800 pair of glasses that they just came in, and I don't know where they're at now. It's been so long. That is true, Joe. That is true. If you can fix it and make it last till you get where you can afford it, then do it. I'm the type of person, I don't really care what people think about how I look and stuff. Now my family says, "Man, you wearing that old tore up shirt all the time for? What's comfortable? Why should I go out and buy a new one when it's just got a little tear right here, but the rest of it looks pretty good?" Your shoes dirty. You need to buy a new pair of shoes. I don't care. Your jeans got a hole in them. We need to get you a new pair of jeans. It's just a little hole in it, man. Like this year, I'm my skipjack fishing. I really need two new reels because I wore them Shimano's out. I mean, they were worn out because I've used them for catfishing, carp, uh, my skipjack, and I've just wore them out. But to save money, I'm gonna make them work. I'm gonna clean them, re-oil them, and make them work, and I hope they ain't messed up too bad. And that can't be him in there whistling. Nah, it's got to be some kind of thing he's watching on. He's just replaying. But I am going to get off here, folks. We've been going here for 4 hours. So I'm going to shut this down. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button on your way out for me, please. But I'm going to cut out of here because I got to go get me something to eat. Uh, and Ernie brought it to my attention that he's put clothes in the washer. Well, I got to get some started too. I got to get some clean towels. So, with that being said, appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out this morning. I hope this morning went good for you. And you too, Joe. Ernie says, "I'm back and you're leaving already." Oh, yeah, Ernie. Y'all have a good day. And don't let the weather get you down because one day the sun's going to shine. Bye, everybody.